Level 29 was a total icebox. Frost everywhere. He just snapped it. Total Suku move. What level? Jigu looks back at the bodies. Still hard to wrap my head around. Just this huge crater left. I'm not even surprised anymore. My zero reaction? It really blows. Jigu touches his eye. Still seeing red. Am I turning into a freak, or was I always like this? T6's voice echoes. Stay in control. A giant gate towers over him. Time to wreck floor 30. Jigu starts thinking back. 3 trials down already. Trial 1? That goat was history. Rip through floors 5 to 20. Trial 2? Orc bagged. Trial 3? Minotaur smashed. Just basic, boring missions. Total cakewalk. But now, his hands are actually shaking. This is different. His fingers are twitching like crazy. His energy is just tanking. Jigu gasps, head down. I'm legit trembling. Doubt starts creeping into his brain. Is my body trying to tell me something? Then it hits him. Player instinct. Jigu mutters something, totally confused. The system stays quiet. Say something, damn it. His senses, sharpened by the elixir, feel heavy. He remembers that shadow silhouette. Big exhale. Stress is gone. Ready. Eyes locked in. No more stalling. Let's roll. L cheers him on. Wherever you go, boss. Grandart's buzzing. You're the goat, boss. He steps inside, heart racing. New loot, new nightmare settings. The special trial kicks off. Sand and dust everywhere. He squints through the mess. Special means death. He's aiming for the castle. L starts to say something. Jigu shuts her down. I know. Zip it. Suddenly, the ground shakes. A scorpion tail whips out. Huge pincers click right next to him, boxed in. Scorpions are literally everywhere. His blade sparks with lightning. Level up, he screams, smashing through the shells. His face just goes slack with pure shock as he sees something that shouldn't even be possible. Jigu trips forward, cussing out the sand for making him lose his footing. Then, a massive flash of light just explodes from nothing. Space literally ripped open as this invisible shockwave screamed through the air. Zoo's sharp blade slammed home, turning that monster's claw into a mess of shattered glass. He grounded the freak, leaving those pincers twitching like a glitchy controller. One final nasty hit, and the giant scorpion just quit. Its massive carcass hit the dirt, sending a massive ripple through the ground. Zoo grit his teeth, ready to finish the job. Then Rue and L's beams collided, carving a blinding neon X right across the night sky. Boom! They leveled the beast, turning the whole area into a straight-up earthquake. Dust everywhere. Total blackout. Forget the buffs, man, Rue finally piped up, sounding bored as hell. Let's just hitch a ride to that castle and get this over with. Master, I'm feeling it. Zoo's eyes practically popped. Rue? He didn't waste a second, vaulting out of that nasty pile of scorpion guts like his life depended on it. Jigu wasn't having it. Yo, what gives? How long have you been awake and just watching us struggle, dude? Rue played it cool, since you walked in. But honestly, whatever. None of that matters right now, Master. He pointed way out toward the horizon. Castles that way. Jigu looked totally clueless. Wait, what? Deep in those walls. Rue's voice went dark, his eyes glowing like 2 red emergency lights. Is the body I actually belong in? L just popped up out of nowhere. Oh, hey! Rue's finally joined the party. About time, man. Jigu shook his head. So your real self is just chilling in a castle? That sounds like some straight-up fanfic. Rue went silent, dead silent. Jigu felt the vibe shift and looked down just as things started getting spicy again. A scorpion tail whipped up like a jagged poison spear. He just nodded. Yeah, I get it. We'll talk deets when we aren't dying. Jigu launched into the air, barely clearing the kill zone. Save the lecture for later. He landed right on Rue, leaving the guy completely floored. Master, what are you doing? Jigu just gave him that I'm gonna make your life hard smirk. Congrats, you're my new ride. Now stop being lazy and get those feet moving already. He squinted at the dusty horizon. Those scorpions were still scurrying around, but honestly, they were way below his pay grade. Check out these losers, he muttered. Squashing them is a total mana drain. Who knows how many more are camping in that castle? Total waste of time. Jigu flared his aura and went 0 to 60 instantly. Later, small fry. They blurred toward the tower. Vu let out a high-pitched scream. Help! Save me! While Jigu just chatted like they were on a road trip. Sorry, Gramps, no time for your rock collection. Rue just sighed, totally unfazed. Master, I'm literally fine. Why the creepy monotone? Vu groaned. Jigu yelled over the wind. It's just the gate's ego talking. It's got all the old Brand Hut's memories inside, Rue sighed. Great, even the front doors have main character energy now. Brand Hut chimed in, sounding way too happy. Yo, Rue, good to see ya. I'm the new and improved Brand Hut. Since you're the OG, I'll be on my best behavior. Rue actually cracked a dry laugh. OG? Sure, whatever you say, kid. Glad you guys are besties, Jigu smirked. He narrowed his eyes, locking onto the path ahead. It was game time. Arriving in a flash, Jigu dug his heels in, skidding to a halt. He looked up at the massive tower. Found it. Scorpions were gaining fast. Vu started losing it. Stop acting cool and just get us inside, Einstein. Jigu gave the heavy door a nudge, making it groan like a dying whale. He casually swiped the dust off his jacket. Bam! The door slammed shut behind them. Jigu whistled at the massive room. Yup, definitely the final boss arena. Even these statues are units. Torches flickered to life, painting the hall in fire. Master, look, my real body. It's right behind that door. Jigu nodded, feeling the vibe. Yeah, I can sense it too. But there's definitely something nasty waiting for us back there. Out of nowhere, the floor buckled and the whole place started shaking. Zigu's eyes were about as wide as dinner plates. That frozen statue suddenly lurched to life, swinging a massive blade. Then the guard on the right decided to wake up too. The two titans lunged forward, swallowing Jigu in their massive shadows. Stone exploded everywhere, turning the air into a straight-up blender of debris. The entire room screamed as a thick wall of dust swallowed everything whole. Jigu pulled a clutch backflip to safety. Great golems, just what I needed. Sweat beaded as he stared those titans down. These metalheads actually have some moves. Talk about overachievers. The guardians stomped, sending a shockwave ripping through the stone floor. Jigu gripped his hilt tight, aiming a savage, low-altitude sweep at their ankles. But damn, things were going south faster than a failed gank. They just wouldn't quit. He glanced at the exit, wondering if he should just bolt inside now. Nah, that's a total rookie move. No telling what kind of nightmare is lurking in the next room. Can't have these walking boulders breathing down my neck later. Even these mountain-sized freaks have to have a weak spot somewhere, right? Suddenly, a surge of blue mana erupted, boosting him forward. Jigu went for broke, leaping at the guardian with a savage, wild roar. With his twin blades out, he shreds right into that rock-hard skin. Metal hitting granite makes this screeching, ear-splitting sound of pure chaos. The hit is nasty. Thick smoke starts leaking out of the guardian's busted-up face mask. Jigu sticks the landing, wheezing like his lungs are about to quit. The big guy sees the opening and brings down that massive axe. That blade literally splits the air, hitting with world-ending power and a ton of dust. The blast sends Jigu flying like a total rag doll. He pulls himself up. Damn, that still hurts even with my defense buffs on. That was absolute trash. He rolls just before the next hit deletes his existence. Melee is useless against stone. I need a new plan. Fast. Suddenly, L's voice is screaming inside his skull. Master, look out! Jigu locks in, eyes hunting his enemies through the dark. L keeps begging him to move, then Rua's voice breaks through. Do it, Master. Right now. Flip their own juice against them. He grinds his teeth and screams. System overdrive. This massive pillar of light hits the ceiling. Even those brainless statues flinch at the power. Jigu is just dancing through the mess, parrying hits like a total pro. He digs his heels in, cracking the floor as he bats away their heavy-duty swings. Explosions everywhere while he just keeps hammering their shield. Ending time. He jumps for the kill shot. Both guardians explode into a million sharp rock chips. Debris everywhere. Jigu hits the floor and rolls hard. He faceplants, gasping as his swords slip out of his fingers. The first guardian? Headless. Just a pile of gravel now. The second one is cooked, too. Two mountain-sized bullies officially turned into expensive paperweights. Jigu stood up, literally coughing up dirt, grinning even though he's a bloody, muddy mess. Bruh, why is today such a brutal grind? He grabbed his blades, eyes fixed ahead. Ru, talk to me. What is this true body nonsense? Ru didn't even blink. That's my real, living form. Your living form? Ru just nodded. Fact. Then he started flexing. I was god tier back then. You couldn't take me in your wildest dreams. Jigu rolled his eyes, ignoring the ego trip. So you're saying you're weak now? Ru snapped back. I told you, that is my body. Jigu just tuned him out and walked up to the giant gate. My soul is right here, kid. That thing inside is just a hollow shell. A buggy relic running on muscle memory. Without saying a word, Jigu shoved the doors open. Health check. Buffs up. Everything's maxed. Let's get it. But his heart stopped the second he looked. Wait. Even with all this prep, this massive shadow loomed, voice like thunder. You really think you can just wake me up? His face was half hidden in the freezing shadows. One glowing red eye stared right through his soul. Jigu bit his lip. The pressure was wild, questions racing through his head. How does a hollow shell feel this scary? Was this thing really just some glitchy version? Jigu stared, gripping his steel tighter. Who was Ru, really? Are you the actual Ru? Jigu finally blurted out. The figure's lips moved. Ru, that name. He stepped down, his voice sounding ice cold and ironic. That's not me. He hissed, killing the silence. He lifted a skeletal hand. I am the martial king. His other hand was human. The demon blade master, Jigu, went pale. This was a literal nightmare. The monster opened his arms, owning the room. I am the king of all calamity beasts. His red eye flared with death. Half bone, half human, a god of ruin, a terrifying mix of man and monster. As for my name, just call me. Jigu froze. The legend was standing there. The devil. My first nightmare with El. A beast wakes up, breaking El's ancient seal. He's the boss of that giant eye. Then the doubt hits. Is Ru actually the freaking demon king? That stuttering demon king starts talking, but his name gets lost in the quiet. You can call me. Jigu gulps, trying to catch the rest. He's just standing there like, something is blocking me from hearing his name. Now Jigu just gives a cocky smirk. Seems like Ru has some dark secrets, especially when things start getting messy. He decides to poke the bear. But you'll be fine, right? Jigu grips his sword like his life depends on it. If I trash your true form, I mean. Ru gives a bored response. I told you, it's just a shell. The eye glows. Who's running this show? Ru growls. Kill it. Stop them using me. Jigu shrugs. Fine. Don't regret it later. He charges. A sonic boom hits as he flies forward. Jigu's eyes light up with raw, violent energy. A huge explosion rips through the air, but he just wears that creepy grin. Jigu slams down right in his face. His sharp gaze hunts for a weakness. The king doesn't blink. He actually laughs. Jigu swings. A blinding wave of light follows. Nothing. The king stays still as a statue. The king glares. Ru shouts, "Watch your back!" Red lasers suddenly rain down on Jigu. He backflips, barely avoiding the hit. Jigu watches the black smoke. He's fuming. Tough dude. Don't sweat it. Sword King just rolls his eyes. Okay for a newbie, he sneers. Pure sarcasm. You can't even touch me, kid. Grunts of agreement. Seriously? Jigu catches the shade immediately. Do you ever shut up? Teeth grinding. Edgy as hell. Just pure teen angst. Look, the prick's not lying. This infinite sword wall? Huge problem. I can't get within 10 feet. Demon King smirks, stroking his chin. Is that all? He snaps his fingers like a total villain. My turn. Suddenly, every blade starts hovering. Let's see you deal with this, kid. Jigu freezes. It's no flex. It's a straight-up death trap. Every sword point targets him. They've got minds of their own. Like a swarm of pissed-off hornets, they dive. The air shrieks as they rip through the wind. Boom! A huge blast rattles the place, ears ringing. Thick dust clouds just swallow the entire fight. The whole area is glowing, hellish, fiery orange. 100 blades strike the same spot at once, but Jigu's gone. Total ghost. Even the Demon King's like, wait, that was actually fast. Crap, he's right behind him, blade ready. He's aiming for the neck. Total one-shot kill attempt. But the King's too quick. He just laughs. The sneak attack didn't even faze him. Seriously, are you just a dumb kid? Jigu slashes like a maniac, but he's hitting nothing but thin air. King's untouchable. Worst part? Those swords are already coming back for his head. Jigu screams as the steel rips into him. Somehow, he jumps back to get some breathing room. Demon King's just vibing, watching the struggle. Jigu stabs his twin blades into the dirt, just staying upright. But here comes another wave of steel. It never freaking ends. He parries like a total madman. Through the smoke and the insane ringing, he's dancing, just pure chaos everywhere. He's moving like a leaf in the wind, dodging death by a literal inch. This isn't an attack. It's a relentless, soul-crushing grind. Feels like fighting 100 masters at once. Then the King's cocky voice echoes in his head. I'm the Lord of Demon Blades. Ru, these things are all demon swords, right? Jigu yells. Ru sighs. Yeah, low-tier trash, but they're definitely demon swords. Can you eat them? You know, that weird soul-eating thing. Do something. Use your legendary powers or whatever. Ru grumbles. If I could, I would have done it already. I'm totally nerfed here. This place is boosting him. Demon King's eyes glow with mockery. That body gets the home field buff, not my spirit. Ru screams. Jigu's heart sinks. This went from hard to impossible. The kid starts swearing. Total garbage situation. The blade storm just keeps growing. Suddenly, Ru speaks up with a plan. Since this place is an anomaly, I might be able to boost your mana. Jigu clings to that hope. Wait, your real power? Ru barks. Just buy me time. Jigu mumbles through his teeth. Time? He roars as the floor disappears. Jigu readies his blade. He swings with everything to block. Is it really that easy? His gaze turns sharp as hell. He scans the chaos. Finally, he starts sprinting in circles. How amusing. Jigu's face is pure stress. Those blades lunged like hungry, starving beasts. He dashes through the hellfire, desperate. He shouts, How much longer, man? The King actually pauses. One more second. Terror hits Jigu. He pushes past his limits. Faster! Damn it, the Demon King watches like it's a movie. The blade rain dwarfs tiny Jigu. He's mid-fall and there's no stopping. Jigu screams as the blade flares with blinding light. Boom! Blast sends steel flying everywhere. Demon King gasps in shock. Blades crash down with a deafening metallic screech. Jigu clings to the edge, panting. Did that work? The swords power up again, surging. He sees them and curses. Rue, I'm out of time. You done? Rue's voice rings out. Nice job, kid. Sinking to rank C, Jigu grins wildly. About time. I'm literally dying. The Demon King stands there completely baffled. He's staring at the power overhead in total shock. System alert. Ego abilities are officially broken. The Demon King recoils, eyes popping. How can a mere human rock god-tier power? A dark, menacing silhouette emerges from the smoke. Rue's death magic, fully mastered. His eyes glow with a cold, lethal light. Death magic proficiency is now online. Time to get ready. Boom. Some creepy system voice starts ringing in the empty air. Rue's weird lessons just clicked. Now, death's basically my plaything. Spooky swords just start popping out of the fog. The king looks like he's about to lose it, totally convinced humans shouldn't have these kinds of hacks. Zhu doesn't wait. He just goes for it. Zhu's losing his mind with rage, jaw locked tight. The king is actually shaking. Hell no, he yells, sounding like a straight-up psycho. He can't handle that power. That's my stuff, man. Suddenly the blades turn into this insane, spinning hurricane of death. Everything in their way? Shredded to tiny bits. Metal meets meat. Gross, right? Blood's flying everywhere like a bad art project. Stuck in the middle of that chaos, he's just screaming for a kill. It's literally raining blades. Zhu just stays chill, though. He puts every bit of his juice into one final massive hit. This giant tornado of steel comes at him like a runaway train. The whole sky turns a nasty, deep red. Some funky crimson smoke starts oozing out of a hole in reality. The fog finally starts to clear. Brunhut's like, so, is he dead? Did you finally take that jerk out or what? Zhu blinks, totally caught off guard. But then crap, there's a giant scary shadow stretching out right behind them. Guess who? Zhu's standing there looking like a confused puppy while the smoke disappears. Why do you sound so weird? Then he sees it. The king's pulling out his ultimate toy. These nasty, bloody skeleton hands grab the handle. The big boss lifts his sword like he's about to drop the hammer on everybody. Black energy just blows up everywhere. You think you're some kind of hero? His eyes are pure murder. He lets out a scream that would make a ghost jump. A little human flea like you wants to fight me? Then, all that crazy energy just slams down like a ton of bricks. The floor just explodes when it hits. Zhu jumps like his life depends on it because it does. A solid rock wall gets cut through like it's soft cheese. Zhu clenches his jaw. Okay, now things are serious. He stares the guy down, wondering how the hell he just ate that hit and didn't die. That move was loaded with crazy magic. Where is he even getting this much energy from? Rue's voice suddenly hisses in his ear, sounding super worried. Look, even if it's just a shell, its real form is still deadlier than hell. Zhu snaps to attention, giving the king his meanest look. Yeah, stop flexing. I don't care. Zhu tells Rue to do that same move again. Rue just grumbles, obviously over the whole thing. The king just hoists his sword. You think this is a game? Doing that again is going to push you way past what you can handle. Your body's going to break. Zhu just stares straight ahead. Better hold on tight to your teeth then, he mutters. One more time is all I need. Let's finish this. Zhu flying through the air, while the king just grips his sword and whispers something cold. The king's sword gets huge. When will you learn, kid? He times the swing perfectly, aiming right for Zhu's head. Boom! The whole ground shakes. Zhu's feet sink into the dirt as dust goes everywhere. He's barely holding the block, his teeth making a grinding noise. The king's just grinning now, pushing his sword down harder. A bug's still just a bug. What are you gonna do now, little pest? He looks Zhu right in the eyes with this savage smirk. Look at you, trying to fight a god. How cute. Wait. The king just freezes. He's staring at the blade actually blocking him. A human did this? Then he finally spots the glowing glove. Wait, where's his other sword? Then zap! A blade comes flying out of the dark. He spins around, eyes popping out in fear. Rue's just there, staring with one giant, creepy eye. Gotcha. Zhu smirks. The king totally fell for the bait. Zhu knocks the giant sword away like it's nothing. Suddenly, a huge blast of power comes from behind. The king looks back, completely panicking. Rue's dark vines wrap around him like snakes. He drops his sword, screaming his head off. The giant blade just melts into thin air. Zigu's just watching this monster wiggle around like a dying fish. No way, the guy gasps. This shouldn't be happening. Oh, really? His face gets all twisted and ugly. I'm the king, he shrieks. The king of all monsters. Finally, he just turns into a pile of ash. Only Zigu's left standing in the wreckage. It's dead quiet, with just the boy's shadow on the ground. Jigu starts wobbling. Grunhut yells, "Master!" He faceplants hard and she starts freaking out, screaming his name over and over. "No! Don't die on me!" He's just lying there, though, smirking and checking his pockets. "Chill out, girl. I'm just completely out of gas." Even that king knew that playing with power like that was gonna hurt later. The hangover from that move was gonna be legendary. Jigu chugs a vial of blood real fast. Then, the system screen just blinks on. "Alert! You actually beat the special trial. Time to give you some sweet loot for being a legend." He sees the message and sits up, sighing like he's lived 1,000 years. The system dings again. Grade? Straight up perfect. Extra prizes incoming. Jigu closes his eyes for a second, then snaps them open. 2 weird chests are sitting there in the middle of nowhere. Where am I? Reward room. Score! The system's robot voice echoes in the dark. New skills unlocked. You got soul fusion. Oh, and ego manifestation. Nice. Jigu stares at the screen, completely lost. Wait, what? New skills? The system doesn't even care and just keeps talking. Your sync level went up. He doesn't waste time. Open it. Status. A glowy screen just pops out of nowhere. Name, Kim Jigu. Level, 1. Class, Ego's Buddy. Ability, Inherited Links. Skill, Synchro. Rank B. Attribute, Grim Reaper Mode. Fusion and manifestation are live. Current egos, Chongyun, Choi, and Menno. Total shards, maxed out. 4. Rank B. Synchro's sitting at 60% control. Death Grip. Fusion. Man, these skills are straight up cracked. Can I actually mash these egos together? Dude's rubbing his chin, looking dead serious while trying to hide his hype. So, fusing Ru and L gives me a super hybrid? How does that work? Ru snapped back. You brain dead? Did that fight scramble your last neurons? L hops in. Look, Master, I hate being that guy, but I'm with Ru on this one. You're acting like a total moron. Jigu strolls over, waving like he owns the place. Just kidding. But I definitely need that skill to test its true limits. Grinning like a maniac, he points at the chests. No testing yet. Loot first. Cracking these rewards open now. 1 gold, 1 diamond. Let's go. Jackpot. Rui looks totally lost. Are you actually that hyped? Jigu just taps the gold chest with a smug smirk. No duh. Gold is already great. But diamond? That's god-tier territory, just like that crazy divine elixir stuff. He grabs it, heart pounding. The lid flies wide open. He's grinning with massive anticipation. Always gotta save the best for last. 3 glowing gold gems. Whoa. I've definitely seen these before. Hey system, talk to me. You scored 3 ego fragments. This massive energy surge just blasts him. Pure golden light everywhere. Is this an actual ego? Jigu thinks back to the last fragment. Is this from that blue wolf gate? He's staring, feeling super suspicious now. Why are these even in the tower? He sighs and shrugs it off. Whatever, I'll figure them out. Time for the next box. Diamond chest time. Grand Hurt is geeking out. I'm so hyped, Master. He yanks it open, full of pure energy. What is it? Another elixir? Then he just freezes. A bunch of weird bone shards inside. Wait, what kind of bones? You serious? Zigu's ring starts glowing, sensing them. He looks totally lost. Rui, what's the deal? Why the hesitation? Did they actually go that far? He stares back, super suspicious. Then Rui just starts crying. Silent tears. Jigu is just standing there, clueless. Rui whispers, "That's my actual body." Scene shift. Level 30 station. Massive tower. City streets are jumping. Found a safe house posing as a coffee shop. Soundproof walls. Takeout only. Mint choco lattes. A room literally cut from reality. Jigu is staring Ru down hard. A sharp, icy grin flashes. Start talking. Now. Every little detail. Ru stays dead silent. The tension is straight up unreal. Wait, who are you exactly? Zu's eyes narrow. Who the hell are you? Fine, secret's out. I'm the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord? You're pulling my leg, right? Memories hit him like a freight train. That guardian was total fodder. Measuring that kind of power is a death wish. Jigu scoffs, arms locked tight. Why's the king a sword then? L is basically a total fanboy right now. Demon Lord? That's metal as hell. Bran Hut just facepalms in despair. Then the heavy question, how do you even survive eternity? Jigu stares blankly at his latte. TikTok and smartphones? Ru shuts him down instantly. You gotta forget it all. Jigu repeats it, totally floored. You just erase it? Visions of a broken past flash before his eyes. To survive, you delete. I wiped my own mind. Otherwise, my soul would just wither away. Time. Reaching for ghosts. A crown soaked in blood. I ruled the demons. Then came the betrayal. body stripped. I had to protect reality itself. Zhu stands there frozen, listening to this insane truth. It's wrecking my feelings, my goals, everything I thought I knew. My name, my tragic story, my only cheat code for survival. Then the power woke up. Reborn, the demon sovereign. Locked memories come screaming back. Jigu just listens. Even those tiny fragments cause total chaos, just shattering my whole reality. Staring at the blade's reflection, I chose to forget. Again, the sun bleeds out. Rue's a dead end. Zhu walks out of the gate. People are gossiping like crazy. He's already miles away. Rue chose darkness over answers. Seeing Rue suffer sucked, so I quit asking. Those bones can wait. He stares into the night. Rue was me. My one spark of hope. We'll make new memories. Jigu disappears into the twilight. Tomorrow it's war. Keys clicking in the void. One screen glows in the dark. Xiang Han creeps in. P6 finally looks up. Just Song Hun. Eyes glued to the grind. Fingers blurring on the keys. Hard work today, kid. Now get lost. Hunan stumbles. No, sir. He leans in. Look, Snap's a mess, but go home, director. You've been here all night. T6 looks terrible. Totally wrecked. His insane typing speed has everyone standing there absolutely speechless. Finishing this tonight, even if it kills me. Mana starts surging from his palms into the keys. A rhythmic storm. Using actual magic for basic office work? Are you for real right now? I know you're rushed, but this is total overkill. Boom. He lifts his aching hands, grinning like a total psycho. He glances at Hun's car and smirks. Tomorrow, I finally see Sujin. Wait. I mean Zigu's housewarming party. The crew just stands there, jaws on the floor in pure disbelief. Zigu's hyped. Welcome to the lair, fam. Meet Brunhut. Elle's like, chill, Brunhut, only the boss can hear us. Han's losing it. Is this actually your crib? Zwan's trolling. I wouldn't be shocked if some ghost lived in the basement. Ziu cracks up. No ghosts here, though we do have a basement. Xianggu's jaw is on the floor. This place is straight up legendary. Our guild HQ is a total trash heap compared to this. Xiang P gets salty while Zhu lets out a nervous, awkward laugh. Tai gills over the drama. Stop yapping and get inside. Sujun's all smiles, and Duang drops a polite hello to the group. Everyone's bowing like pros while the food gets prepped. Xiang P steps up politely with a housewarming gift for the hosts. I'm Kimong Pai from the Morning Star Guild. Zujin gives a warm, motherly smile as she reaches out for the present. Oh, Zhu talks about you guys constantly. Thanks for keeping my son out of trouble. The whole room just freezes in total shock. Wait, son? No way, you're actually his mom. She tilts her head, totally confused by why everyone suddenly went quiet. What's wrong? You all look like you just saw a ghost. Duang is just blinking, his brain failing to compute the visual. I honestly thought you were his sister. You look way too young. She beams instantly. Well, aren't you just a total charmer? Make yourselves at home while I finish dinner. He bows back. Thanks for having us over, seriously. We appreciate it. Dudang nudges him. Hey, is Suku coming too? He looks at her like she's crazy. Why? You actually want to see that dude? Her face goes bright red. What? No, shut up. I just need a signature for a friend. Zigu just smirks at her. He's buried in work. Poor guy is literally drowning in chores lately. Be nice to me, and maybe I'll snag that autograph. Dudang's eyes turn into dollar signs. Lose the mask, bro. Go viral. I could sell your name to the whole damn school. Zigu's blood pressure hits the ceiling instantly. Listen, brat. This secret stays locked down. You got that? Not a word. He's totally done with her. Stop dreaming and go help mom. He walks out, leaving her standing there looking completely baffled. Where are you going? Important meeting. Outside, Chairman Hun's ride pulls up slow. Yo, good evening. Gold player Zigu. T6 gives a lazy wave. You didn't need to roll out the red carpet. Zigu steps up to the car to welcome them. You're early, he says, surprised. Finished up sooner than expected. Just got here. T6 looks a little awkward, scratching his head. My bad, gold player. We were way too busy to grab a gift. Zigu just flashes a warm, friendly smile at them. Don't sweat it. I'm the one who owes you for finding this insane new house. T6 shifts gears instantly. No gift then, right? Fair. You already bought all the furniture anyway. The chairman raises an eyebrow. Damn, big spender. Zigu just sighs. Seriously, T6, the old stuff was fine. New house, new vibes. It's a requirement. Zigu just rolls his eyes at him. Total waste of cash. Then he stops dead. Wait, did you buy all this just so you could move in too? T6 starts sweating, looking everywhere but at him. What? No idea what you're talking about. They head inside. Zigu's still suspicious. The director just dodges the question. T6 is being totally shameless. Wait, so the furniture was the gift? You sneaky guy. The sun dips low as the party finally winds down. Everyone tries to help. Sit down. You're the guest tonight. So, you're the assistant? They ask. Yeah, basically just the emotional baggage. Suddenly, T6's voice gets dead serious. T6 checks his phone and signals. Outside. Now. Jigu hesitates. Let me finish cleaning first. T6 just pushes his phone away. There's fire in his eyes. Hurry. 5 minutes tops. Jigu turns to his mom. Hey, I'm stepping out for a sec. I'll do the chores when I get back. Go ahead, she says as the sky fades into a deep, dark black. Outside, Jigu is lost. What's the big secret? T6 leans in. The association is announcing it soon, but listen to me. Then he drops the bomb. The Iron Guild just opened a branch in South Korea. Jigu freezes like a statue. T6 explains the association couldn't stop them because Angela stepped in. They definitely cut some kind of secret deal after that war. Well, you know the deal. They can't just ignore Angela's massive influence and power right now. A top-tier guild's reputation isn't something to mess with. Trust me, we're still trying to fix the fallout from this. T6 rubs the back of his neck, looking completely stressed out by the whole mess. This situation is a nightmare. Anyway, the president is already out there fighting off the media sharks. He watches Jigu, waiting for the inevitable explosion. Without another word, T6 turns around to leave. I'll head back in and handle the cleanup for you. Just stay here and cool your head before you come back. Jigu is vibrating with pure, murderous rage right now. T6 throws one last look back. Don't let your family see you looking like a cold-blooded killer. Chill out. Zigu's fist clenches until he's bleeding. His sword whispers, Master, even the strongest kings are helpless against some tides. That night, deep inside a massive high-tech skyscraper in the heart of the city, everything was about to change. 3 months of rehab and Rogers is still a ticking time bomb. He has a news scrap pinned up like a target. A psycho scream rips through the hospital halls. Zigu's smug face is staring him down from the front page. 3 more months. Then I'm back in Korea for a bloodbath. The headline is screaming about some new legend, the one-hit wonder who stopped the gate break. A fresh high ranker is born, and everyone's losing their damn minds. Rogers chucks a dagger right through the paper's face. Dude looks like a total nutjob, wide eyes, twitching, the whole deal. Power level? Don't care. I'm ending him. Then he lets out this creepy, manic laugh that would give you nightmares. He stares at the blade tucked in its dark, fancy scabbard. That steel glints with a cold promise of absolute death because he's finally holding the divine sword they gave him. His eyes are pure chaos, locked onto one single target. Tick-tock, Kim Jigu. Your time's up. Meanwhile, at dinner, the squad is finally wrapping it up and saying their goodbyes. Killer meal, thanks. We're bouncing. Peace out. Get home safe, guys. Later. And boom, we're back at Zigu's place just like that. Dishes are cleared. Finally, some quiet. Time to hit the basement. The Iron Guild is coming for me. Dead silence. Just the sound of Zigu's shoes and his brain moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. 90 days until Rogers brings the Iron Guild. He grabs the handle. Payback's coming fast. He steps into the void. Total darkness, not a flicker. Just one lonely chair in the middle. Jigu flips the switch and the room goes blinding white. Grandhurst just smirks at him. Kid, this spot feels right. Jigu explains it's the ultimate training room, private and built like a tank. Rue just grumbles. Isn't the outside entrance a total drag? Jigu stops, then gives a sharp no way. He starts stretching his arms out. I'm watching every gate pop. No monsters are getting past me to the surface. Period. Old Man Hun really hooked me up with this house, but I'm targeting an entire Iron Guild branch next. He sits, thinking, branches are elite stuff. They've got as much juice as a top-tier Ken Guild. 3 months to level up. I need way more power. Time to check these weird level 20 skills. Sync and containment. How do I even fire these off? Jigu just goes for it. System, fire up synchronization, now. A robotic voice replies, pick your main ego source for the engine. Main ego? The heart of the fusion, right? He grins and makes a gutsy call. Rue, you're the one. The system roars like an engine, processing the order instantly, syncing up the primary ego, Rue, with the backup ego, Chang'e. The air gets thick instantly. Red lightning starts blasting off Zigu's ring. Hold up, Rue. They mash together, spinning into this massive flaming red wolf beast. Sparks are flying everywhere like some red electric cage. The system dings. Synchronization complete. You didn't die. Success. The fusion isn't blowing up, and the power is insane. Ego Rue just evolved into the Fenrir form. Rue starts screaming like a baby. What just happened? Jigu loses his mind, laughing. Chill, dude. I was just messing with you, Rue barks back. Why am I always the lab rat? Jigu goes quiet, looking all deep. This power. I still haven't found the ceiling for it. Rue keeps whining. Hey, don't just throw this around. Hello? You even listening to me? Man, having a talking ego like Rue is freaking noisy. Risking L or Brandhurst is a death sentence. Ryan and Hymeth are too important. My whole setup needs them. Can't gamble it. His eyes go dark. It's a mess. I need ego junk, loads of Changi scraps. Then Brandhurst speaks up. Master, let me do it. Jigu freezes. You nuts? Please, he begs. I need this. I want to be a legend like L. You sure? No takebacks. No clue if this works. Worst case? You're deleted or turned into a freak. Brandhurst flinches, then steels himself. I'm scared out of my mind, but I'll make it. I've dodged death once, right? Jigu smirks. Kid's got balls. Appreciate it, Brandhurst. Let's get it. He pulls up the menu. Synchronization. Do it. The screen pops up. Pick the primary vessel. Jigu barks it out. Brandhurst. He's the guy. Now pick the catalyst. Fragment ready. Merging and sinking now. Golden steam starts exploding off him. He stares at his glowing chest. The fragment. Was it always inside me? The glow turns the whole world white. The light fades. Brandhurst barely whispers. Jigu winces. Brandhurst? Master. He sounds like a freaking ghost. Jigu panics. Stop it. Shut it down. Cancel the damn sync. The system ignores him. Starting transport. Gate locked. Moving now. Space starts warping. Jigu disappears in a flash. Scene jump. Midnight. Dead quiet. Thick clouds are choking the moon. Crows are screaming. Smells like bad luck. Tombstones everywhere. A total dead zone. Wait, L? Is this that place? Rue growls. Are we inside him? Asterisk ping, asterisk. That annoying robot noise rings out again. Synchronization successful. So the brand and that ego shard are officially one. Buckle up. This fragment is about to totally rewrite the gate. Zoo's brain is straight up lagging. Overhaul the gate? For real? Vu points forward. Looks like the answer is staring them right in the face. Out of nowhere, a blinding gold light scorches Zoo's retinas. A creepy glowing coffin is sitting right in the middle of the hallway. Zoo creeps closer. Is this that same nasty corpse box? Someone lets out a low grunt. Zoo reaches out, but then his inner coward wins for a second. Finally, he grows a pair and touches the coffin. System alert. This gate is currently missing its big bad guardian boss. Use that synced fragment to cook up a new gate protector. Go ahead and initialize your new gatekeeper right now. Zoo just stands there, totally buffering like some ancient computer. He squeezes his eyes shut, mental gears grinding. Monsters flash by like a chaotic slideshow. I seriously have to pick one of these losers? He starts scrolling through his available roster of monster freaks. Goblins, bony knights, maybe a vampire. They are all just high-tier undead anyway. It fits the whole spooky basement vibe perfectly. Suddenly, Zoo remembers a way better play. High-rank monsters are. The lid pops open. Yup, it is a literal corpse. Exactly what I thought. The body floats up, dripping in celestial gold light. System. You have selected a dead guy as your new boss. Synchronization is done. The ego fragment is officially gone, consumed for the cause. It is for real now. This dead guy now runs the whole damn gate. The body steps out and drops to a knee. He bows. Greetings, my legendary and powerful master. This total 180 leaves, Zoo shook and terrified. He is being way too nice. I literally just murdered this dude. So, you are the official gate boss now? The undead king nods. I run this place. Can you boss around all the other creeps in here? He shuts that idea down. Actually, no, I cannot. Now Zoo is feeling completely and utterly lost. Why the hell not? Aren't you the shot caller? The undead king twitches a bony finger. Hold up a minute. He summons a system screen right in Zoo's face. Now for the boring technical talk. Low sync levels mean zero control over the local monster trash. Screen flickers. Gate sync is at 1%. King Andes keeps his throne. From now on, if we wreck these monsters, our dominance goes nuclear. Then I will summon and boss them all around. Realization finally hits Jigu's thick skull. So what you are saying is... Suddenly, he snaps his head to the side. A massive horde is charging straight for them. Jigu asks with a cocky little smirk. They will listen once I beat them into the dirt, right? He cannot help but act all cool. Rue snaps back, totally annoyed. Jigu grips his glowing blades with nothing but pure confidence. Whatever. I beat this gate once already. Round 2 is basically a cakewalk. Rue drops a heavy warning. Don't get cocky, kid. It ate a crystal. It is way deadlier now. He curls his lip, whispering, Stronger? Good. Jigu blurs forward, leaving a sonic boom trail in his wake. Boom! He dives headfirst into the absolute bloodbath ahead. Scene change. Bright morning, but the breeze is chilling. T6 stands outside looking like he is about to barf from worry. Zero word from Jigu for 4 days. Sujin nods, her voice shaking. Yeah. He grinds for weeks, but he always texts me before going dark. She clenches her fists, praying he's not dead. Tix turns bright red seeing her so upset. He coughs. Trust me, he is fine. He is a beast. Somewhere else, Seong-hoon is scouting. Is this his last spot? Just stay chill, Yu Jang says softly. Don't worry, we have your back. Yu Jang whispers, brother said never come here. Hun makes the call. We are going in first. He and T6 rush into the dark. It is just a basement, he notes calmly. Si-hun nods. Yeah, a total creepshow basement. T6 scans the room with bored, tired eyes. No clues, nothing. Then he turns back with a snarky, bratty grin. Besides, someone just vanishing in a place like this makes zero sense. No way a gate could just go boom. A blinding light exploded, lighting up every shocked inch of his face. They both jumped back, terrified. A real gate? Are you serious? T6 stared, totally stunned. What kind of insane mana is this? Then a pair of familiar legs stepped out of the portal. Danger? What kind of freakish monster is hiding inside that thing? Jigu stumbled out, head spinning like a top. He groaned. Man, I am freaking starving. He was totally beat up. Jigu finally looked up and blinked. Wait, why are you guys here? This feels like work again. Zhu immediately started the interrogation. What are you doing here? And why is the scary car guy here? Both of them started screaming at once. Zero chill. That power in that gate. What the hell was that? Hold up a second. Were you seriously inside that gate for 4 days? Is that what you were doing? Did you actually beat it solo? Losing his mind, T6 lunged and grabbed his collar. Shut your mouth, you little punk. Zhu tried to play the peacemaker. One at a time. Great timing, actually. I was just about to call you for a favor. TX fumed, shaking him and cursing his brains out. Favor my foot. Jigu winced and screamed in pain. That hurts. Now start talking, kid. Explain everything right now. Jigu starts yapping at like 100 miles an hour. Yo, remember that gate? I totally linked up with it last time. I just waltzed right inside, and get this, the whole place is mine now. T6's brain completely short-circuited, his face went totally blank. Wait, you're telling me you own the whole damn gate? The room went dead silent while they both tried to wrap their heads around it. T6's mind starts spiraling into some dark territory. Does this kid have a monster army on speed dial now? Can he just nuke gates whenever he wants? Zhu just winced. Why is this so painful? Is this what it's like being in the splash zone of a high-tier heavy hitter's raw power? It was pure nightmare fuel, like trying to put a leash on a hurricane. T6 leans in, voice low and urgent. Besides us, who else knows about this? Jigu just shakes his head. Nah, zero. My first time out. Wanted to get the hang of it before the whole world started buzzing. T6 let out a massive breath. Fine, keep your mouth shut for now. Anyway, what's this favor you're yapping about? Zigu's face practically lights up. Oh, right. He takes a second, then finally spills it. Look, I just really need someone to throw hands with. Tix's jaw hit the floor. A duel? Seriously? You're pulling my leg, right? Zhu wasn't playing around, though. I gotta test drive this new power, and I'm fresh out of sparring buddies. Tix's ego took a hit. What, I'm just chopped liver to you? Some target practice? Zhu hits him with the puppy dog eyes. Come on, please. Mom's cooking is the prize. Tick cleared his throat, suddenly all business. Well, if you're gonna beg, kid, I guess I'm down. He lets out a laugh, trying to play it cool. Go see your folks later. They've been sweating for 4 days. Zhu just mumbled. 4 days to get 100% control? Worth it. Those buffed up monsters weren't a joke, but I absolutely wrecked them solo. He thought back to that ancient corpse that called him hurt after Bran's misery. Almost went with the name Brune, but the squad shut that down immediately. Hard pass on that one. Way too depressing. He wanted to tell Vu, but honestly, no backup there. By the next morning, the sky was packed with clouds, just drifting lazily on the breeze. Zhu whispers, appreciate it, big man. Tick just shrugs. Yeah, whatever, just don't flake on our deal. He peels off his jacket, slow and deliberate. Talk's over. Let's see that magic. Boom. Blue energy just explodes everywhere. Full power. No holding back. Pure carnage. Levels are just numbers. Real fighting is about masking your aura until the big guns finally decide to go nuclear. Mana mist just drowned the whole room like a tidal wave. His eyes were glowing with some seriously scary power. T6 just smirked. Knew it. I'm not backing down. T6 reaches into thin air and pulls out a legendary blade. Its lethal edge was literally exhaling this creepy swirling mist. He's grinning like a total psycho. Playtime's over, kid. Downstairs, some guy's latte starts getting some serious earthquake vibes. He stares at the ripples in his cup, having zero clue about the war zone upstairs. A coworker shouts, Yo, you seen Dung? The guy just blinks. Dung who? He looks up at the ceiling suspiciously. The director's at the gym. Maybe he's the one causing the quake. Back up top, T6 is in full beast mode. Zhu isn't flinching though. His face looks like it's carved out of granite. Metal screams against metal as they clash in a total blur. Suddenly, T6's sword just erupts into a volcanic firestorm of blinding light. Smoke starts choking the life out of the room. "No way," a girl gasps. "Do you know how many barriers are on that room? It's supposed to be vibration-proof and mana-sealed." "Nothing should be getting out," her buddy nods. "True, unless the boss is going absolutely berserk, but he's usually chill. He wouldn't actually trash the place, right? Plus, who's even got enough juice to make him fight for real?" They have no idea two absolute monsters are currently deleting the furniture. Zhu hammers his twin blades against the director's massive sword. His eyes are wide with that pure, high-stakes adrenaline rush. The screech of grinding metal is making the very air feel like a weapon. T6 drops a heavy elbow, sending his opponent straight to the floor to eat dirt. Zhu slams down with a thud that sounds like breaking bones. The reinforced concrete just explodes into 1,000 sharp pieces, but Zhu's eyes snap open. He's not done yet. T6's face gets all shadowy, looking straight up demonic and terrifying. Get ready, the counterattack is coming. A blue explosion turns the room into a blinding supernova. Cold light rips through the smoke, incinerating the shadows in an instant. Cut to the sidewalk where a girl just freezes mid-step. Zubin's jaw drops as she feels the whole vibe of the city shift. "Grandma, you feel that? What's going on?" He cuts her off, sensing that heavy, suffocating mana pressure. "You feel that raw, monstrous power too, right?" She scans the skyline, her eyes narrowing with a look of pure worry. "This isn't just some random tremor, Zubin. This vibration is hitting way deeper than any simple earthquake. It's two massive mana signatures clashing with intent to kill. Someone in the crowd loses it. Is it a dungeon break? Did a gate just blow up in the city?" He shakes her head slowly, her whole face turning grim as she listens. "No, the source is close, but it's being locked away in a room that can't even hold it. Some high-tier players are absolutely going nuclear in there right now." T6 drives his blade forward, putting his entire soul into the strike. A blinding streak of light blitzes Zhu before he can even blink an eye. The floor just erupts, sending jagged chunks of concrete screaming into the air like shrapnel. The whole room was a total disaster area, buried under a thick cloud of choking dust. Miraculously, Zhu didn't have a scratch, just panting like a dog against a crumbling wall. El just rolled his eyes. "Look, boss, you're seriously pushing it." Runert was shaking, but Julian just flat out lost it. "Quit being a total baby," Julian barked. "This is how you level up." Zhu didn't care. "I'm good." Honestly, that power gap was just stupid. He looked at his hand blood everywhere. "Dude, he shredded my legendary gear like paper." Zhu's brain was fried. My curse hit him hard, yet he's still vibing like it's absolutely nothing. T6 just wandered over, all casual. "My bad. Did I break you?" He had that annoying smirk. Zhu just lunged again. Since he's a literal cheat code monster, fine, I'm going full tilt. Wild red energy started flowing through his arm like lava. Zhu dove out of the way, teeth clenched. "This guy's speed is god tier. He's probably reading my mind before I even move." Ru's face went pale. "Master, your moves are actually kind of basic." Zhu was sweating buckets now. Talk about a heavy vibe. T6 isn't just some dude. He's a top-tier legend, a literal behemoth. There's a terrifying reason they call him that. Suddenly, T6 charged, his blade literally slicing the air in half. That legendary blade, the Thorn of Behemoth, the gem on Ru started pulsing with a bad omen. "Ryu, we're going in. Got your back." Ru gave a nasty grin. "Wait, you actually trying to end him? Seriously? I might not be at my floor 30 peak, but don't call me a noob." Then, a red tide flooded the room. A massive boom rocked the air. Sounded like 1,000 swords hitting each other at once. A roar of crimson fire exploded, eating everything. The entire skyscraper literally groaned and shook under the impact. A few minutes passed. The door creaked open, revealing the absolute carnage left behind. Seong-hoon stood there, jaw on the floor. The walls were covered in deep gashes from that brutal scrap. T6 was just lying there, totally drained. "Oh hey, Hun," he wheezed. "About time you showed up." Zhu was right next to him, face down on the floor. Hun just stared at the massive hole in the mess. He blinked, his voice trembling in total disbelief. "Seriously, what the hell actually happened in here?" Even the door frame was melted. T6 just groaned. "No idea, just give me the potions, man." Zhu croaked. "Me too. Help a guy out, Hun." T6 grabbed the potions and basically took a bath in them. He looked at Zhu. "Kid, you got some kind of curse?" Zhu sighed. "Yeah, medicine's not doing much, right? It's called wound amplification. Pretty messed up." Ru just gasped. Even at low power, that force was legendary. Unbelievable. He's still alive. The kid's a total beast. Hun stepped closer. "Explain this. Now, soldier. How did you turn a training hall into a literal graveyard?" They both looked at the smoking piles of junk. T6 let out a long breath. Man, I don't even know. It looks like someone tried to delete reality. The repair guys are gonna have a stroke. Jigu grabbed his water and chugged it like his life depended on it. He winced just trying to move his limbs. So, how'd I do? Pretty strong for a rookie, right? T6 crushed his bottle. Kid, you're sloppy. Your body's not ready for that kind of speed yet. You can crush weaklings, sure, but you're an amateur. A real pro would end you in 1 second. Jigu stayed quiet, letting the truth sting. Lesson 1. Memorize every single heartbeat of your enemy. Lesson 2. Never let them see you coming. He leaned in, eyes sharp. You need actual technique to survive, kid. Got it? Jigu nodded slowly. Vu watched them and decided to chime in with his own thoughts. Master, your dual wielding is honestly a hot mess. Jigu bit his lip. Technique, huh? Got it. So, the only way to learn is through the grind. T6 watched him, his mind racing with hidden thoughts. Nobody can use half their power without the right flow. Skill makes the legend, not just the raw power. But then T6 saw it, a jagged chip in his legendary black blade. This thing was supposed to be unbreakable. How did the kid even scratch it? If he actually masters that raw chaos and controls it, man. He shook off the shock. Enough talk. Let's get you officially registered, kid. Jigu just stared back, totally blank. Go climbing? That stupid face made Tix's blood pressure skyrocket. Register, you idiot, not climbing. Pay attention to me. It's time you earned a title that actually scares people. The cleanup crew finally rolled in. Jigu looked curious. Wait, won't this blow my cover to the whole world? Like everyone will know? Hey, I thought we were keeping my identity on the down low. T6 nodded, totally feeling his vibe. True, but your secret is safe for now. Manager Hun is already on his phone, making moves. All right, check it. Big man drops a heavy truth bomb. Look, kid, you're a merc first and a ranker second. Period. Keeping your identity on the low is the absolute top priority in this game. The association won't spill, but Jigu is over there grumbling to himself. Before he can even finish, he gets shut down. Kid, you have zero clue what a masked ranker actually deals with. But after that absolute banger of a show today, you'll be golden. Manager Hun just smirks. Send the repair bill to the big boss. Wait, T6? Zigu's totally floored. Even if those Iron Guild snakes start sniffing around, it looks like you can hold your own now, rookie. That one hit different, making Jigu freeze right in his tracks. His face goes full-on tomato and he lets out a fake cough. Yeah, I get it. Manager Hun's loving it. Ah, look who's getting all shy. T6 grins like a maniac. What's there to be shy about? Even Zoo's joining in. Is he legit blushing right now? And then Lee piles on the fun. Oh, he's totally turning red. Wait, is having a title really that deep? Is it actually worth the drama? Merc's already got plenty of clout. T6 looks like he's about to pass out. Just let Hun explain the rest. I'm out. Heading home. I'm dead tired. Floor 83. T6 leaves him with one last tip. Go home and sleep, kid. Jigu just nods. Sun's coming up. Time for the manager to school him. Look, being a ranker comes with 2 massive wins. First off, serious pull and access to the classified stuff. You'll have the power to make moves without asking me for a hall pass. Zigu's confused. So what's the play? I thought top-tier mercs already ran the show like that. Hun just gives him that look. That you're still a baby smile. Kid, that kind of muscle only works when things are blowing up. Dealing with suits in a boardroom? Totally different beast. Politics are a complete dumpster fire. The big shots? They play by their own twisted rules. The car screams as they floor it. Hun keeps dropping gems. But listen up, because perk number 2? That's the legendary one. And honestly, those first perks, just the sprinkles on top. Hun leans in close, really selling the dream. You already know the vibe, right? The high ranker title and its prestigious classes. This wasn't some local Korean knockoff. This is the real deal, the official gold standard from the International Players Association. Regular mercs are stuck playing small ball here in Korea. High rankers? They own the keys to the entire world. Hun smirks, checking him out. From street brawler to global legend. Sounds pretty hype, right? Jigu just tilts his head, completely lost in the sauce. Global? Like, worldwide? He stammers, getting all twitchy. The scale of this is getting way too wild for me. Zhang Hun just loses it, laughing his head off. Trust me, you'll be on that world stage soon enough. I'd bet my life on it. Zigu's just standing there, flustered as hell. Hey, buttering me up won't get you any favors. Then Io pipes up out of nowhere. I also think Master is destined for legend status. Vu pokes at his leg, teasing him. Hey, Master, your ears are literally glowing red. Jigu opens his mouth, stops for a second, hesitating. But, well, if you guys are really that hyped on me. He balls his fist, eyes literally on fire. Then it's light work. I'll be the greatest high ranker ever. Igseong Hun almost puts the car in a ditch. Light work? Did you seriously just say that? You think hitting high ranker is just that easy? He sighs, looking like he's just given up on life because of this kid's ego. Then what does that make me? A complete clown? Like, why am I even here? Jigu panics, hands waving everywhere. No! That's not what I meant! Suddenly, Hun's lips curl into this sneaky little grin. Look, being a high ranker is all profit and zero loss. No downsides, no annoying red tape, nothing. Well, okay, there is one tiny little pain in the neck. Then he drops the bomb. You gotta survive one unofficial ranking duel. Zigu's jaw basically hits the floor. A ranking match? Hun nods slowly, getting dead serious. Usually you grab that title in the public arena, right? But your setup this time is, let's call it off the books. Even if the association says, okay, the other rankers aren't just gonna let you slide in. You gotta duel a ranker with at least 3 witnesses watching the whole thing. Jigu just freezes, sweat dripping off him like a broken faucet. Fighting a ranker. Man, tell me I'm not going up against some legendary high ranker already, right? Hun looks at him like he's crazy. Chill out. It's just a procedure. Usually they just send some green rookie to check your pulse. He stops, thinking back. But if we're talking about the monster rookies lately, shift to the 45th floor of the tower. The air is heavy, tense. This massive red dragon is roaring, showing off teeth that could crunch through steel like it was dry toast. It moves like a bloody meteor, lunging right at the hunters in its way. Zubin just bites her lip, cool as a cucumber. The beast screams in their faces, making the whole world shake with pure terror. Finally, the dragon dives in, snapping those giant jaws shut for the kill. Its eyes glow like coals as it finally locks onto its target. But Zubin? She's already standing on its head, leaving the beast looking around like a total idiot. The little dragons are basically brain dead, but their skin is like armor plate. Pro tip, charging in head first is a death wish. Zubin spins her blade pure silver lightning. Go high or go home. She buries the steel right into its glowy eyeball. Boom, target deleted, mission over. Crimson geyser mode, activated. The dragon goes full berserk as its screams literally shred the atmosphere. Talk about a headache. Poof, Zubin's a total ghost. Rule number 1, if things get messy, have an exit strategy ready. She's literally dancing on air before landing like a total boss right on the monster's spine. Clip their heels, Zuba mutters. Disable the legs, and this whole hunt becomes a total breeze. She launches into the clouds, dropping a hurricane of slashes. The dragon hits the dirt, twitching in its own massive L. Zubin walks off like it's nothing, snapping her sword back into place without even looking behind her. A second later, the big bad red dragon is toast, completely wrecked by this girl's insane power. Hunt Basics 101. If you can't actually make them bleed, you shouldn't even be here. Say hi to Zubin, the absolute goat of the Frostflower squad. Everyone's jaw is on the floor when she finally drops a sup, guys. The whole crew turns tomato red, straight up simping. Like, our boss is seriously out here living in a different league. The place just explodes into pure fanboy chaos. Master, that was straight up legendary. Do it again. Zubin gets all flustered, playing it shy. Maybe you guys should try putting in the work next time. Cut to the locker room. No more cheering fans, just silence and a lot of sweat. Hyrule breaks the quiet, getting all serious for once. Yo, Zubin, why are we still babysitting these newbies? Let the others do it. She just gives him this soft look. Look, I actually like helping the noobs out, okay? She flashes this nostalgic grin, digging into the why of it all. My old man always used to say something I will never forget. Helping the ones behind you is way more legit than just grinding for a higher level. Such at 23s. Her dad always hyped up some legendary pro who carried him when he was a total scrub. An unofficial ranking match. Those 4 words just sit there, making the whole room feel heavy. She snaps her head around, eyes wide with questions. Gramps, give me the tea. What is an unofficial ranking match anyway? I only know the pro stuff. Am I missing a whole underground world? He breaks it down real quick. It is just a hazing ritual for the new big shots. Seems like some rookie just leveled up to the big leagues. Zubin pulls a face, her rebellious side coming out. For real? Is this dude seriously getting the red carpet treatment? Instead of helping the new kids, he is just out here clout chasing. Her eyes narrow, radiating major high-stakes energy. Kim Juval's face pops up on her screen. Zubin drops the hammer. I am making sure he does not pass this without a fight. He better be half as cracked as Dad said. Then, suddenly, Zubin just stops dead in her tracks. Okay, but he is actually low-key cute, Ju whispers, staring at his tablet. The big bosses, Director O and Ranker Suku, are judging. Deep sigh. Seeing these faces is super cringe. Ju snaps. Seriously? Is this whole thing just rigged for the favorites? Since when did the association start playing favorites? Sang-hun just shrugs. Why the long face, bro? Look, it is just a formal thing, he says, acting cool. You already knew this. These pros do not care about your feelings. Plus, your stats hit high ranker levels months ago. Sang-hoon gets serious. The hard part was finding someone to fight you. Ju blinks. Right. So, who is the poor sap I am fighting? He starts scrolling like crazy. Sang-hoon just smirks. Keep scrolling, man. Ju gasps. Commander of Frostflower? That all-girl elite squad led by Shin Zubin? That name hits Ju like a freight train. Wait, have I seen her before? Sang-hoon groans. Bro, that pickup line is literally ancient. Ju snaps back. No, I am for real. She is probably on TV or something. Scene jump. Back in training room 2, Sang-hoon is running the show. All right, meet your opponent. Keep it simple. No killing. If someone taps out, it is over. Break a rule and you are kicked out instantly. The judges are losing it. Suku is screaming, Ju, get your head in the game. Fight like you mean it. Let us see if you are actually worth the hype. Jigu gives her the cold shoulder, thinking, major match, kid. Try taking this seriously. Meanwhile, Zubin's respect for this guy has officially hit 0%. Just another fraud who used connections to get ahead, she thinks, gripping her hilt. If he is fake, I am wrecking him. The ref yells, go, and they both move like absolute lightning. Jigu tries to track her, but Zubin is no amateur. Blade meets blade with a screech that hurts your teeth. Zubin pulls back, her face twisted in pure, unfiltered annoyance. She goes for the throat again, trying to slice through his guard. Eyes like freaking lasers. Pure, stubborn grit. Then, blur mode. A total mess of a dance just to mess with his head. She pops up behind him, blade ready to end it. But Jigu? He just leans out of the way like it's nothing. Girl is not quitting, though. Her swings are leaving literal white neon trails in the air. She jumps high, bringing that sword down with enough force to crack the floor. Things are getting cinematic as hell. Rue's over there whispering, yo, chill. Keep your power and speed capped for a minute. Wreck her with nothing but pure, clean technique. Then he smirks. Actually, your little friend here is kinda cracked. Her footwork? Straight up fire, man. Zubin is grinding her teeth, her ego taking hits with every single whiff. She's losing it now, just hammering her blade against his over and over. The whole arena is screaming with the sound of clashing steel. Rue just chuckles. Perfect parry, bro. Your form is looking absolutely flawless. The guy is in the zone, just ghosting through her attacks like it's a joke. He slips past her last swing like he's moving through water. The coach's voice comes back with some serious heat. Don't just sit there blocking. Catch her momentum and use her own weight against her. There, exactly like that. Now you're getting it. Up in the nosebleeds, the judges are looking majorly confused. One official is literally falling out of his chair. Is this even a ranking match, or is he just giving her a free lesson? Even the crowd is starting to wonder what the hell is going on. Since when were these matches? This weirdly chill? But one thing is for sure. Both of these guys are playing a completely different game than everyone else. That fire in Zubin's eyes is straight up turning into terror. He's a freak. This guy is way too fast. Her legs are turning to jelly, trembling as she tries to back off. I was wrong. No cheats. He's a literal god. The pressure is suffocating. She's drenched in cold sweat. Then it hits her like a massive tidal wave. Doesn't matter how I swing, I can't even touch him. Where did a monster like this even come from? She finally drops her guard, whispering to herself while the fight rages on. Man, I really didn't want to show my secret cards here. But without even thinking twice, Zubin charges in like a human hurricane. She drops a massive wind bomb, sending Jigu flying like a literal ragdoll. Heart rate? Spiking. Her sword is basically a ghost. Io chimed in. Stay frosty. That's some high-level illusion crap right there. Rue just smirks. Looks like our boy is finally hitting a wall. Jigu just grits his teeth. Fine, let's end this little game right now. He plants his feet and roars one word. Blink. Suddenly, he's in overdrive, leaving Zubin's brain in the dust. She bites her lip, totally stunned. Then Zu swings from her blind spot. Before she can even react, his strike lands with a massive boom. Her sword gets ripped right out of her hand, spinning into the sky. Clang. The steel smacks the wall hard before hitting the floor with a rattle. The judges are sitting there in total silence. Even Seong-hoon is floored by the absolute madness he just saw. Shadows fall over Zubin's face as her lips shake. I give up, she mumbles, staring at the dirt. Right then, Seong-hoon points at the winner. Kim Jigu takes it. Promotion granted. You're officially a high ranker now. No more tests. Zubin's hands are shaking with pure salt. She had this guy all wrong. Totally humiliated and broken, she can't even look him in the eye. Suddenly, a hand pops into her field of vision. Good game, he grins. It's been a minute, high ranker Zubin. She freezes. Wait, what? You actually know who I am? Your dad was Shinjin Chun, right? Zubin gasps, her head spinning. Back when I was just a rookie guide, he says with a smile. He used to flex about his amazing daughter all the time. I saw you at the funeral, knew you had that veteran spark. Wasn't 100% sure at first, but today confirmed it. You were just a middle schooler back then. Look at you now. Suddenly, her dad's voice echoes in her head from years ago. That guide is a legend, Zubin. He makes everyone around him stronger. Then she remembers her own trash talk. He's just a fraud stealing talent. I won't let some fake poser get a high rank. He's just a corrupt player with connections. I'll never accept him. If he's a fake, I'll be the one to call him out. He's not even half the hero my dad told me about. Now, the weight of her screw-up hits her like a freight train. Her whole face turns redder than a sun-baked tomato. Dying of embarrassment, Zubin quickly grabs his hand. Yeah, she mumbles, trying to hide her face. It really has been a while. Seong-hun lets out a satisfied chuckle. Congrats, kid. You're officially the real deal now. Jigu actually turns back, wearing this massive, I'm the man smirk. Mad respect, kid. Catch you later. Even Suku is caught in the trap. Man, I'm out. If I dodge guild work any longer, I'm dead meat. Finally, Hyun drops a heavy truth bomb. Just sign your life away right here. He walks Jigu through every single line. Full name right there, don't mess it up. Suddenly, Jubin starts acting like a total dork, all shy and stuttering. She's blushing so hard she can't even look up. Is this okay? She finally shoots her shot. Can I snag your digits? Jigu's just vibing. Sure, whatever, no big deal. But Hoon? Man, he is throwing some serious top-tier shade right now. What is with that face? Look at the master blushing. 5th floor. Honestly, this place feels nothing like a real tower. Time for a talk with my bro, T6. Yo, it's Jigu! Wait, why's the door open? T6, you in here? Absolute silence. Then Jigu sees him and his jaw hits the floor. T6, what on earth happened to you, man? T6 is doubled over, literally coughing up blood. Jigu rushes in. Hold on, you're bleeding everywhere. What went down? Jigu's face goes white. This guy tanked my best shot. Who could? Were you poisoned or jumped by some psycho? Did an assassin sneak in? Suddenly, T6 wheezes it out. It was the association president. Jigu fumbles for his phone like a crazy person. The president. Got it. Calling him. T6 frantically waves him off. Jigu's entire body is vibrating with pure fear. T6 chokes out the words with massive effort. That crazy old geezer. He actually wrecked me. Silence. You could hear a pin drop. Jigu just blinks, totally stunned. Wait, come again? One potion later, T6 is back. He slams the bottle down in total saltiness, wiping his chin, looking completely livid. How dare that old man play for keeps? I'm suing that geezer's pants off. Can a mortal even survive that beatdown? Grant's fuming too. He's fine, but man, I'm annoyed. Jigu leans in, curious. So, why did he actually hit you? T6 is literally steaming, his temper hitting the red zone. The old man keeps nagging me about some marriage. He explains that he only wants to marry for love, and that is when the old man started throwing hands. Jigu blinks. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Then he tilts his head. Wait, a forced marriage? Like, for real? I guess the ultra-rich really do live in another world. T6 shoots him a sharp, annoyed look. Stop calling it that. He buries his face in his hands, sighing in defeat. It's not some grand drama. It's nothing that fancy. He's just sick of his giant son being single. T6 grimaces, replaying his father's harsh words. Who'd ever love a loser? The more he talks, the more his soul just withers. Seriously, who is actually going to fall for some guy like me? Suddenly, Zigu's eyes go sharp. He's all business now. Hey, big guy, are you going to be busy lately? T6 grumbles, totally drained of energy. I'm drowning in work. It's killing me. Honestly, I'm already feeling depressed. And you're here to troll me? While he's moping, Jigu drops the bait with a totally serious, straight face. Really? Wow, man. Total bummer. Because see, lately I've been worried about my family since the Iron Guild is acting up. That casual hint makes T6's eyes snap wide open. I need a pro to watch my mom while she's shopping. T6 slams the table, jumping up like a rocket. I'm free. Seriously, I have got nothing but time. He leans in close, practically shouting in Zigu's face. The association runs itself. I am totally replaceable there. If I run out of vacation, I'll just make more. Who cares if the old man tries to kill me again? Jigu waves his hands, trying to calm the beast. All right, it's settled. You are on the job. Seriously, chill out and take a seat, man. Now, Jigu gets down to the real business. I didn't just come for that. Back to the Iron Guild situation. Any news on them actually opening up a new branch here in Korea? T6 slumps back, looking like he'd aged 10 years. Tonight, the official bomb finally drops on the public. They finalized the paperwork and fortified the new headquarters. He hesitated, a sharp, rebellious edge in his voice. So, there is zero chance of stopping this train wreck. What is the IPA's stance on this mess? Look, the IPA plays by a not my problem rule. If things get bloody, they just ghost everyone involved. They won't let the organization get dragged into local drama, he continued. But Jigu barked a name, the Inshella Guild. T6 didn't even argue. Suddenly, they are signing everything over to the Iron Guild. Word on the street is once that branch opens, they'll just walk away. He stopped, looking dark. No interaction yet. These bitter rivals are having secret late-night dates behind everyone's back. The snakes behind the curtain are Iron Seed and that traitor Liang Ho. I bet they are cooking a deal. Jigu went dead silent, his brain redlining through the mess. A shady deal between two whale guilds, huh? T6 just stared at him, basically daring him to blink. You in? Jigu's eyes snapped toward him. Duh. He stared him down with nothing but straight-up, cold-blooded revenge. Look, it is a once-in-a-lifetime shot, sure, but I am definitely not putting my name on this mess. Risk is insane and people will die. Suddenly, Jigu's voice sliced through the thick, nasty tension. It is not a fluke they are popping up now. Roger San is running the show in Korea. Jigu's eyes glowed with some serious killer vibes. They are hunting me? Cool. I will just take them out first. He meant every word, 3 months until the big launch. I am going to erase every single threat before then. Cut to the web. The comments are absolutely blowing up. Headline news. Iron Guild just straight up invaded Korea. Everyone is freaking out or cheering. The association is ghosting everyone. Roger is back. 8 hours ago. Iron Guild is the GOAT. No more riots. Who cares where they are from? Appreciate the protection, King. Roger San is hands down the best thing to ever come out of the Korean Association. Awesome. Let us all cheer while our neighborhood gets trashed. The internet trolls were losing it. Are you people actually brain dead? You morons. These dudes are way worse than any monster. You are actually stoked about foreign troops stomping through our streets? What the hell is the association even doing? They are just standing by. Guess it is time to bet the farm on Roger's luck. Jigu watched the screen, brain doing backflips. That guild looks chill, but they are a secret army. Some folks hope they will squash the riots. Others are pissed about foreign boots on their ground. Sang-hoon leaned over. Yo, what is on the screen? The high ranker grumbled. Just the news. And quit calling me that. He shoved his phone away. This for real, the spot? They were standing in a literal dump for this secret gig. Rue just rolled his eyes. Super classy location. Not. A voice snarked back from the dark. He looked over the trash with a freezing stare. This city was just totally trashed. Jigu couldn't even talk looking at those piles of garbage. Why here, man? Hun just nodded. Trust me, this is it. Dude is late. Jigu checked his watch and sighed. Whatever. We are the ones asking for a favor, so we wait. Suddenly, he felt someone creeping behind them. Jigu let out a mean little smirk. Took long enough for our guy to show. Payback starts now. Part 1. Hyung-chun slunk in, playing the humble card. My bad for the wait, he said, fake bowing like a pro. This camera boy hunter was there for the legendary Gung-chun. Jigu remembered the heads up. The dude is a total snake. Do not trust a word he says. Ever. After that whole mask thing, I hate his guts, but he knows too much to ignore. He cocked an eye. You are just the help? I need to speak with the actual Go Hyung-chun. Sorry, he said. The boss doesn't do direct talk. This is huge, let me see him. No way. Everything crosses my desk first. I am the one calling the shots here. He gave a tiny smile. So, what is the job? Sang-hoon leaned in. Careful, keep the details quiet. If this gets out, we are toast. Jigu just gave a slow, serious nod. Fine, we will do it your way. His eyes turned sharp and dangerous as hell. All right, here is the play. Jigu stepped up to the plate. First, let's talk cash. 5 billion just for the deposit. Get me that intel and get paid. I will throw in another 10 billion. Easy. That news made Ha-young literally choke. He stuttered out a nervous question. So, what is the hook? Jigu hit him with the cold truth. Iron Guild is cozying up to Angela while they expand here. Ha-young went pale. Collect every single scrap of data on them right now. He backed up, shaking like a leaf. Are you insane? Then he just booked it. He was not touching that deal. No amount of money is worth dying for. He tried to disappear quick. He was not having any of it. I am gonna pretend you never said that. Boom, Jigu grabbed his ankle. Ha-young spun around, looking completely shocked. Jigu smirked from the dirt. Leaving already? Not a chance, pal. Since you heard the secrets, his whisper felt like a blade. Coming here was on you. Leaving is gonna be your worst nightmare. Ha-young kicked and struggled to escape. Jigu's eyes turned pitch black and nasty. He growled a serious threat. Sit down or get knocked out right now. Quit the act. Ha-young started sweating bullets. What? What are you even talking about? He got yanked down out of nowhere. Jigu slammed him into the ground. Boom. Dust just covered the whole alleyway. I was being cool before, Jigu sighed. Now, let's chat like adults, okay, Mr. Go Youngchun? We need to talk. Or is it just Youngchun? The dude's eyes practically fell out of his head. Jigu grabbed his clothes through the dust. Secrets finally surfaced. Hyungchun yelled, "Why? Keep this up and you are toasted." Jigu sneered, "Quite the actor, aren't you? Found you, Go Hyungchun," he gasped. "What are you talking about? That is not me. Stop lying." Boom! Jigu's done playing nice. His whole vibe just went nuclear with this crazy purple glow. The dude basically turned into a glow stick of pure truth. Straight up power. After forever, my system finally stopped lagging. Rue is officially awake. Lord of Demon Arts? About time, man. Were you taking a nap or what? Look, I've been buried in work lately. Guess Rue wasn't feeling the vibe yet. That's the problem with being the boss, zero free time. Yo, Rue, you feeling the juice yet? Say hello to the demon eye. You basically own every demon power now. Which one? The left one, boss. Obviously. Why keep me in the dark until now? Well, you didn't ask. Plus, it's sketchy. Humans don't usually just spawn magic eyeballs out of nowhere. That demon queen chick definitely cooked something up. Jigu's brain is doing gymnastics right now. Who even is she? That power was legit terrifying. Rue starts spilling the tea on the eye's secrets. It sees through literally everything. And the best part? He's not even at full throttle yet. Bonus feature, you get everyone's name tags. Jigu's grinning like a total villain while eyeing his ring. Talk about a major cheat code. Now if I only had a death note. Whatever. Pop the window. Rue, Lord of Demon Blades and Arts, level 95. His strength is sitting at a god tier 136. Agility is 155. Stamina? 108. Mana's at 185. Plus 10% poison and fire resistance. Physical defense at 6.7%. Heat resistance at 10. Mana's flowing better now too. And check those accessory skills. Cannibalism? Savage. We got willpower and demon arts locked in. Ferret's soul is mostly absorbed too. System update complete. The demon arts are officially live and kicking. Time to beef up these egos. Jigu smirks at the screen. Let's start the transfer. Wait. Ren's bleed. Heimer's blink. Oberon's buff. All mine. Rue just nods like it's no biggie. Exactly. Pick what fits the vibe. Watch this, Jigu says, checking his gauntlets. One shout and kaboom. Shadow smoke swallows him whole. System alert. Shadowbind is currently dragging these fools into the dark. Jigu flicks his wrist like he's bored, and suddenly Hyong Chun is wrapped in purple chains. New trick? Just something I picked up. Now, quit the act. He stares Hyong Chun down with a cold look. This is the last time I'm telling you, those eyes. You're definitely vibing with the Demon King, if that's how it is. White mist suddenly explodes everywhere. The whole crew just freezes up. The vibe shifted real fast. Snap. The shadow chains shatter like cheap glass. Crimson eyes are glowing through the thick, swirling mess. A new form steps out. Fine, kid. You got my attention. Better look sharp, Jigu. Now, about the gig. Actually, let's call it a deal. Time to talk terms. They're sitting right in the middle of the trashed house. Face to face. Business time. 5 billion up front and another 10 if we actually win. I already told you what it costs, right? Hyung Chun just scoffs at him. Not even close. My head is worth way more than that. Jigu stands up. Are you for real? You literally tried to snitch on me and bail. Let's just call it even and move on. The man grumbles something about that secret identity stunt. Don't make me laugh. Jigu glares. Fine. What's your price? Just name it. What do you actually want? Intel. I want the tea on the Demon King and the secret behind those creepy eyes. Jigu pauses. That's it? It's worth more than gold, trust me. You clearly have no idea how much secrets sell for. Jigu sighs. Fine. If that's what it takes to get you moving, I'm the Demon King's top disciple. These eyes? They strip away the lies, and I can tell you're being legit. Hyung Chun stands up. Consider the down payment handled. I'm in, I'll take the job. His eyes are glowing through the disappearing mist. I'll hunt you down the second I've scavenged the info. Peace out. And just like that, Hyung Chun vanishes into a cloud of smoke. Rue finally speaks up, sounding pretty skeptical. Is that guy really dumb enough to fall for our master's story? Maybe he's just got a special nose for sniffing out the truth. Sean Hu chimes in with a smug little smirk. Talk about a chaotic first date. But honestly, things went smoother than I thought. Jigu wonders what's next on the menu. No doubt about it. So, we hitting the next target on the list or what? I'm clearing this whole damn checklist before the sun sets. A massive glass tower pierces the clouds, shining under the brutal sun, inside the penthouse. Yeah, I already heard the whole story from Tick. Jigu just scoffs. Revenge or whatever, mercenary or not, I can't officially say I'm down with that, but I might just happen to look the other way for a bit. Call it a professional favor. That branch office is a giant pain in the neck anyway. Jigu smirks. Think of it as a preemptive strike. Those punks are coming for my head regardless. I appreciate you playing blind, but I'm gonna push my luck for one more thing. The old man raises an eyebrow. You're seriously asking for more? A total media blackout. Clear every civilian out of Iron Guild's turf. Then put up a keep out sign for every other guild in town. He looks the chairman straight in the eyes. Can you actually make that happen? The dude doesn't even blink. He just hits back with a heavy question. You're really going to solo a top-tier guild branch in broad daylight? That place is crawling with elite muscle from the world's top 10. The chairman leans back, arms crossed, thinking about how insane this plan is. The association isn't all powerful, you know. A total blackout is basically impossible. Unless a gate breaks, Jigu interrupts. So if a disaster hits, we're good, right? The old man just stares. You talk like you can just order a gate break on DoorDash. Jigu grins. Well, maybe not a natural one. Toa just exhaled, looking totally done with life. Shocking. Every lab that tried turning gate breaks into weapons ended up being a total dumpster fire. No way one dude should be carrying that much heat. He scratched his neck, acting all nonchalant. But hey, I can cook up something just as lethal as the original version. Tu went quiet. His brain spiraled through every nightmare scenario. Loki, that power is insane. I'm tempted to just jack it from you. Jigu blinked. Hold up, you for real? Sunlight sliced through the skyscrapers when this voice popped off. 3 months. That's all I've got to wreck this world's status quo. I sent Yongchun to scout for any messy surprises. And the Big Shot Association? Yeah, I own them now. Rue's all like, hey boss, let's go find that death book whatever. Zip it. Seriously, your memory is annoying, dude. One last thing, Jigu mumbled, eyes literally glowing. A single gate isn't enough to wipe their whole squad. Brunhut made a pathetic noise. Am I just dead weight here? Chill. You're my star player. Don't go all emo on me. This gate eats crystals to level, right? And you've got other tricks up your sleeve. A smirk. Relax, I'm just trolling. But seriously, that top 10 guild is no joke. 3 months isn't enough to solo those freaks. Some suit walked in looking all business. My bad, but the association's hands are tied. Jigu, why are you hanging out here so late? About time. I need a whole crew to match their numbers. Sorry for ghosting you, man. I'm underwater. Things are getting wild lately. Don't sweat the apologies. We're good, bro. Everyone knows Zoo is a total workaholic. Long time no see. Well, kinda. Look, I'm building my own private army. Suku nodded. Got it. So it's a total disaster. Yeah, no happy endings here. Jigu exhaled. So, what's the play? Jigu got quiet. We're in your debt. I'm in, but... You know... Jigu grinned. Yeah, I know. It's basically a suicide mission. This is strictly business, not a hangout. Channel Guild gets all the Iron Guild leftovers. Standard. But I want one more thing. Tigu raised a finger. Suku went stiff. One favor. When Channel calls, you get here fast. Rue nearly choked. You're literally using your life as clickbait. That's crazy, boss. You're getting way too cocky. Zip it. I run this show, Rue. Whatever. My ego is nothing next to yours. Suku thought for a sec. Man, feels like yesterday. That offer was juicy. Way too good to turn down. So, who's getting wrecked? Who's the target? Iron Guild, Branch A. We're erasing them. Zigu's eyes went wild. That's the job. Yeah, I can work with that. Suku stood up. Deal. But look, I can't greenlight a war this massive alone. This proof is plenty to shut the board up for good. He stuck his hand out to Jigu, all professional-like. Suku finally killed the awkward silence. All right. We'll give your little plan some serious thought. Hey, Mr. Morningstar. Jigu cut in, smirking like a villain. I'll be biting my nails waiting for your answer. Then a stone-faced dude entered. Eyes like glass, looking like he could kill with a look. Stoic face, but with a creepy half-smile. Sharp, cold, and scary. Then the massive gate started creaking. A voice boomed. Quit making fools of yourselves. The clown show's over. It was finally go time. The big reveal of the Iron Guild's new Swan branch. Swan City, out in Gyeonggi province. Ready for a total mess. Out of nowhere, the stone courtyard literally ripped apart. This purple vortex exploded under everyone's watchful eyes. Talk about being fashionably late, someone whispered into their phone. The dude frowned. Hold on, who's the slacker? Seong Hun just shrugged. It's Kim Jigu, our golden boy. He's dragging his feet today, apparently. He checked the time, eyes popping out of his head, but he dove in anyway. Wait, under an hour? He just stared at the energy, totally floored. A B-rank gate? No way. The other hunter gasped, looking like he'd seen a ghost. Meanwhile, Seong Hun was just lurking, a nasty smirk on his face like he was cooking up some major trouble. Ziyu stepped out, leaving chunky red footprints behind him. He was covered in blood and looked totally wrecked, but awesome. Egress started fanboying. Flawless victory, my liege. Grunhut was going nuts. My terrifyingly beautiful boss man. Ugh, boo. This monster slime is literally like glue. Boo piped up. Your skills are finally getting less trash. You actually look dangerous. The guy just stared at Zhu, jaw on the floor. He really just soloed that whole dungeon? Alone? A whole guild raid would have been stuck in there for days. Zhu looked over, tilted his head, and went, "Wait, you guys came for me?" Ex-Hun walked up to the bloody mess with a huge grin. "Great job, dude. You look like literal garbage. Grabbing all the mana crystals for yourself again, I guess." Zhu just gave a slow, cocky nod. "You freaking know it. I need every last one. Plus, I'm dumping my whole paycheck into buying even more crystals." Grunhut's eyes sparkled with pure greed. "Jackpot. Time to eat, baby." Zhu just stretched his sore arms and let out a massive yawn. "All right, finished. So, where's the next gate I gotta wreck?" His buddy just gave him a deadpan look. "There aren't any left, man." "Wait, you actually dusted them all?" Zhu just froze there, turning around like he couldn't believe his own ears. Xiang Hun's voice was shaky, totally losing his cool. "Every single gate the association threw at you is gone. There isn't a single tough gate left in all of Korea, man." Zhu blinked, looking like his brain just rebooted. "Wait, you're for real? Straight up? Great, just great. No more snack crystals for me? Quit whining and finish the snacks you actually have first." Zhu shrugged it off. "Guess I'll just head home and grab a shower." He paused. Like a light bulb suddenly went off. "Actually, scratch that. Let's go get some drinks." Out at the Han River, the sunset was bleeding gold light all over the place. Pop. That crisp sound of a beer can opening echoed through the air. They toasted, but then Xiang Hun's vibe went dark. "Only 2 months left now, Zhu." He locked eyes with Zhu, dead serious. "What are you gonna do with the time you have left?" Zhu took a long, cold pull of his beer, letting it hit the spot. "Honestly, haven't really decided yet. I'm definitely not flying halfway across the world just to hunt down more glowing rocks. Maybe I'll just grind the tower for some sweet loot. Not a bad plan." He raised his can toward the blood-red horizon. "I still haven't mastered this insane inner power surging through me." Zhu chuckled as the cool breeze hit his face. "With all this mess on my plate, 2 months is gonna fly by in a heartbeat." Xiang Hun nodded, his eyes full of total respect. "Fair enough. I know you'll handle it perfectly." He kept talking, even though he was busy stuffing his face with food. "Oh, wait, wasn't that mysterious shadowy dude looking for a meeting?" Zhu just smiled. He knew exactly what was about to happen. "Bet you $5 he teleports right behind us while we're talking." That's exactly how he introduced himself last time, isn't it? Seriously, every single time we try to hit him up, he pulls this same spooky ghost act. 3 times now. He casually pointed his thumb over his shoulder. "See? Right on time." Like clockwork, gray smoke started swirling around into a misty vortex. Hyo Young-chun stepped out, eyes literally blazing like 2 small fires. He started walking toward the 2 hunters, who were way too relaxed. Seong-hoon just watched the drama. "You sniffed out my top-tier stealth again, didn't you? Man, you seriously blow my mind every single time I see you." Zhu tossed him a cold beer with a smirk. "The way you talk is just so freaking weird, dude." Hun blinked, looking like he'd been caught totally off guard. "Since when did we become besties?" "Huh?" Zhu gave him a sharp, knowing look. "Hey, you're the one who ditched the formal robot act first, not me. Thinking back on it, that still low-key bugs me. Besides, we're basically the same age, right? So drop it." Seong-hun cracked open another beer and let out a heavy sigh. Fine. Whatever. That's not even the important part." He looked away, his voice dropping an octave into that gritty movie trailer tone. "The point is, you actually spotted me. Even high rankers can't track my presence like that. Your mana sensitivity is straight up terrifying. It's like you've got some kind of divine sixth sense or something." Jigu's eyes went wide. "For real?" Lu suddenly scoffed. "Obviously, that's all thanks to me. I'm the GOAT." Yeah, you're the greatest. You happy now? Could you maybe try being a little more sincere, please?" Jigu pivoted. "So, did you actually find anything new or what? Those last 3 leads you gave me were literal garbage." Seong-hun snapped back, looking like he'd been personally insulted. "Useless scraps? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I literally told you Iron Shield's leg was a total fake." Jigu just shrugged, looking completely unimpressed. Okay, fine, I guess that was mildly helpful." He leaned in. "Look, we're digging into the global heavy hitters now, it's serious. The world's top 2 guilds aren't just some neighborhood street gang. This isn't as easy as stealing candy from a kid." Zhu nodded slowly. "I get it, but do you actually have anything solid for me this time?" Hun sighed. "Yeah, but honestly," he paused, his face turning deadly serious. "I'm dropping this whole case for good once I tell you this." Jigu's brow furrowed. "Is the intel really that dangerous?" "You have no clue. It's a total nuke. First off, you know those rumors about Liang Ho that have been spreading lately? You heard the whispers on the street? The one about him getting absolutely wrecked inside the tower? Bingo. It's 100% true. He's toast. Word is, his injuries are way beyond bad. That's why he's out here acting desperate, hunting for that elixir like his life depends on it. A heavy door creaked open, blue light bleeding out onto the grass. Jigu's brain started racing a mile a minute, the elixir's last location. Mekong Ho January. If the truth about me and the Demon King stays buried, everyone is going to assume the Iron Guild actually scored the legendary elixir. Did that snake use a fake elixir as bait for a deal? No way. Even the Iron Guild wouldn't have the stones to scam Li Xiangho. Besides, Xiangho is way too sharp for some trash-tier trap. The 3 ancient elixirs are long gone, used up, gone forever. This means the deal is definitely linked to the Demon King. Jigu wondered what kind of wound would need a literal miracle drug. El chimed in. His mana circuits must be totally fried, trashed. Circuits? She nodded. Yeah, just like yours were before we fixed them. The elixir is basically the ultimate reset button for shattered circuits. If he needs that, his internal pathways are toast. Jigu just mumbled to himself. Broken circuits, huh? That's rough. Light, we really need to track down that Demon King lady. Rue grunted. Didn't she say floor 50? That's the rule. Even for you, Master. That's a total suicide mission right now. Brunhut started shouting. Master! Jigu blinked. What now? Brunhut groaned. I'm stuffed. I can't fit another single bite in. Rue rolled his eyes. Told you so, didn't I? Finish what's on your plate before you start begging for more. Purple stones were scattered everywhere, glowing like fallen stars on the floor. Brunhut's whimpering. Stop. My brain is literally about to pop. Jiu just shrugs. Forget the mysteries we can't solve yet. Time to get our hands dirty with something real. Master L whispers. You're turning into a cold-blooded piece of work lately. Guju grabs that glowing blue stone, eyes sharp. Level 51, strength 19, agility 25, stamina 67, mana 25. Skills, gear fusion, mana recharge. Pick your main ego. He holds the necklace tight, voice steady as a rock. Synthesize. Primary is Ren, secondary is system. Choose the secondary ego to move forward, starting the synthesis process right now. That blue stone goes nuclear, bright as a tiny sun. A massive flash of light just nukes the middle of the room. A wave of blue energy hits everything. Incheon International Airport. The terminal roof hangs low under a depressing gray sky. The place is packed, buzzing like a giant hive. Thousands of people are sprinting under that massive arched ceiling. Suitcases click-clack across the floor. Jack Lamont just smirks. So this is Li Xiangho's little sandbox. Rotor starts growling. Whatever. I just want to break things. The others just stand there, silent and deadly, plotting. Then a voice cuts through. Sir, give us a quote. What's the guild's move from here on? What's the deal with the Great Iron Shield status? The plan is moving. An ice-cold glare cuts through the crowd. Fans are waving phones and screaming like it's a concert. Korea's golden boy has landed. Rogers Han, don't you dare call me brother. We aren't even the same freaking species. A shaking girl holds out a wreath. Please keep us safe, Mr. Hero. His eyes burn with nothing but pure, silent hate. She's frozen, face pale with total terror. A hand touches her. She jumps. Some guy picks her up. Move it. Look, it's the president. Get the shot. Rogers looks at the mess and scowls. Two grins, holding the kid on his shoulder like it's nothing. Manager Han, your PR is absolute trash. Just take the flowers, Rogers. The association president. This guy is a total headache. He's someone I definitely can't cross. Is the Korean Association always this pathetic? Maybe Iron Guild just sucks at finding talent. What's your problem? She's just a kid. Rogers is fuming, his jaw looking like it's about to snap from the tension. He rips the wreath away. I'm honored. Happy now, old man? Tell the girl she's next. The big show is ready. Better not be late. The little girl is just standing there, totally lost. Rogers dunks those flowers straight into the trash. Petals fly everywhere like a dying dream. He spits the words through his teeth. Freaking monkeys and their pathetic little circus. Rogers barks a sharp, cold command. Branch office. Now. Iron Shield looks back, confused. We're skipping the association's big blowout party. His voice is pure ice. I don't play their games. Tell them my branch inspection is the only thing that matters. The lackey just bows. Understood, sir. The engine roars, and they vanish into the heart of the city like a ghost. Rogers narrows his eyes, thinking, that guy, Kim Jigu, his files are totally locked down. What is he actually hiding? Whatever. Being tied to the Demon King was just business as usual. Rogers scrolls through Kim Duong's profile with a jagged, wicked grin. Digging up her family's dirty laundry was honestly easier than taking candy from a literal, defenseless baby. That blue screen glow turned Rogers' eyes into twin orbs of pure, calculating evil. He chuckles, picturing her face when she finds their cold, stiff corpses. The car screeches by the high-rises. We're here, a voice barks. Roger steps out, his arrogant face melting into total confusion at what's in front of him. Where is everyone? He snaps. This place should be swarming. Why is it dead silent? Suddenly, the emergency sirens start screaming. Warning. A massive dungeon break has happened. All civilians need to get out now. This is not a drill. Leave immediately. We repeat. A level 5 dungeon break is happening right now. You need to clear the area. Rogers narrows his eyes, his look turning cold as he stares straight into those looming dark shadows. Jack, Lamont, and Rotor just smirk at the speakers. They actually look like they're enjoying the chaos. Old Man Hun barks into his phone. The evacuation and lockdown are pretty much done. You're clear to move. A voice crackles back on the line. Copy that. Let's get messy. This is the final check-in. Now, throw up the barrier and seal every single one of them in. A huge wave of light explodes, swallowing the whole block in a glowing dome. Jigu looks at his phone. Man, his secretary is elite. Old Man Hun snaps his phone shut. The signal is dead. It's finally time to get this show on the road. No witnesses left to talk, Jigu mutters. Now let's rip a hole in reality itself. Open the gate. A violent purple vortex starts roaring, and he's standing there ready to dive straight into the absolute madness. They dive into that swirling purple rift, coming face to face with the enemy. Grand Herd charges out like a cannonball at the boy. He hits the pavement hard, dropping to one knee in a show of pure, fanatical loyalty. I offer my eternal greetings. Oh, great master, Grand Herd's voice booms like a thunderclap. Jigu just glances down at him. 8, you know the drill. Red armbands are the homies, he barked. Anyone else? Smoke 'em the second they move. The troops let out a literal war cry. Jigu wasn't done playing Supreme General just yet. Positions, people. And for the love of God, don't deviate from the script. Stick to the damn plan. Suku's jaw hit the floor while watching Jigu. The madman actually sparked a real dungeon break just to flex. Jigu's brain was totally overclocking while he stared at the enemy. Why did those basic skeleton grunts look so damn scary? Suku just muttered something under her breath. Since when do these trash fodder skeletons look so swole? The energy pouring off that Lich and Dullahan is literally insane. Those things are at least named rank elites, maybe higher. Rongi grinned. That's our Jigu for you. The ultimate pay-to-win player never plays fair. The guy always manages to blow our highest expectations right out of the water. Old Man Pai hesitated, breaking a sweat. Are we seriously raiding the Ironside Guild branch? Taking on the big dogs? This is going to be a total bloodbath, ain't it? Rue let out a sharp laugh. You're already neck deep, Gramps. No backing out now. Jigu narrowed his eyes. Wait, is that dude next to the kid actually with the triad? To get how we ended up in this dumpster fire, we gotta rewind 1 month. It started at a cafe. The cafe's glass front was gleaming under the harsh morning sun. The massive windows reflected a world about to be flipped. Blue eyes snap open. Silence. He roars. The Choi Guild and Seong Pai have officially entered the chat. They shout in perfect sync. Jigu, join our ultimate alliance. Wait, what? An alliance? Why are you two together? Ronghi breaks the news. That Guardian raid bonded us. Seong Pai chimes in, grinning. We're basically besties now. We spend hours talking about you. It's all thanks to you. So, what's the big deal? Ronghi gets dead serious. He locks eyes with Jigu. The old boss finally retired. I'm the new guild master. Belated congrats. I've been busy. We see your true potential. This alliance benefits us all. I'm flattered, but I'm solo. I saw you at Yosu. Seriously, does everyone recognize me? You're a legend in the making. Fine. One condition for this alliance. Bring every soldier you have. We're fighting a massive threat. Trust me, it'll be legendary. This is dangerous, truly insane. He controls the gates, I believe. Rue's voice echoes out. Player Kim Jigu here is going to take us to glory. Gazes clash like lightning. A wicked, confident smirk. The tension is electric. Time to summon him. He finally answers back. About time. I was bored. Let's begin. Her lips finally parted. Understood, my noble master. Brilliant blue light erupted, answering Zhu's call. Her posture remained perfectly rigid through the glow. The blade tip kissed the stone. Azure sparks danced from her sleeves. Ren's eyelids drifted shut. Zhu gripped his dual blades, eyes cold as a winter storm. Glaring forward with lethal intent, he spoke. Revenge time. Systems live. Ego fusion with Blue Star is a go. Level 81, power 77, speed 102, mana 98. Skills. Weaponize, monsterize, mana regen, critical strike, bleed, fire, water, and those dark elements. The dark earth dampened as a light drizzle began. Oil droplets bled into circles, tapping rhythmically against the wet asphalt. Rain slashed through the sky as two figures stood frozen. It's starting, two muttered. Beside him, Tish lit up. Through the white rain, a silent crowd marched with swaying blades. A deluge fell as flaming zombies advanced with hollow eyes. I was skeptical, Jigu admitted. But that's a literal army. He froze, cigarette smoldering as the old man's question cut the air. Are you actually confident? Tish blinked in surprise. Confident about what exactly? Tu spoke solemnly. That little brat. Can you guarantee he won't go full monster mode? He flicked his cigarette ash with a sharp snap. How should I know that? I just want the kid to be happy. The old man continued his interrogation. If he becomes a beast and wrecks the plan, I'll put him down myself. Tishich glared sideways at Teu in icy silence. Amidst the downpour, a man materialized behind the duo. The stranger finally spoke. Director, the chairman is ready for the phase. He issued the command. From this moment on, lock it down. No one enters this zone. Period. 0 players. 0 civilians. I don't even want a single mouse sneaking through this perimeter. Tish stared into the distance, eyes cold enough to freeze rain. Suddenly, a voice sliced through the storm. Listen up. We're gambling with the very honor of Grigori right now. Suku blurred through the rain like a shadow with a grudge. Walls of water exploded as he tore through the flooded streets, eyes locked on a hidden trap lurking ahead. Suku's brow furrowed, his face becoming a mask of pure, high-stakes tension. This vibe? It's completely off, not even close to a normal player's energy, he hissed through the stinging rain. He kept pushing, his brain spinning with dark math. No wonder this whole sector is under a total lockdown. On paper, Grigori's just another corporate partner, but they're actually Black Ops soldiers answerable only to the big boss. Their history? Total mystery. To the rest of the world, they're just one big terrifying question mark. Word on the street says they're South Korea's legendary shield, but honestly, most rumors are just pretty PR lies. Some guy stepped up to Suku, sounding desperate. Yo, guild leader, look, they're standing right in front of us. Suku froze in the downpour, squinting at the silhouettes waiting in the thick mist. Boom. A heavy-duty landing sent a massive wave of gutter water flying everywhere. Rotor and his goons officially crashed the party. He flashed this twisted freak show grin that basically screamed, I'm 100% mentally unstable. Suku's brain flipped into high-gear tactical mode. The Iron Guild is clueless. A sneak attack beats a fair fight. Like a hawk diving from the clouds, he dropped toward the target. Suku hit the pavement, staring down his enemy. Nice to meet ya. I'm Joe Suku. We're the cleanup crew for this gate breach. Suddenly, Suku's eyes widened. Total shock. Something was majorly wrong. Rotor just swung his blade. No words. Just murder. What the hell is your problem? Suku barked, barely getting his guard up in time. Frozen blades lunged forward, turning the road white. He jumped back, narrowly avoiding a one-way trip to a frozen hell. Oh, you actually moved? Guess you Korean players aren't total trash. Who knew? Rotor sneered. The lunatic sliced through the ice shards like they were nothing. I don't give a damn about gates or backup. Rogers told me to delete anyone in my way. Simple. This psycho is the Iron Guild's second team captain. Suku realized the stakes. High above, Jigu sat on the edge of a skyscraper, watching the chaos unfold below. Check me out, master. I look like a total beast after those crystals, right? Jigu grinned. Yeah, thanks. He looked out at the rain-soaked city and sighed. Well, looks like the real show is finally starting. Jigu checked the files, the Iron Guild's Korean branch. Time to see who we're actually dealing with. Branch manager Rogers Han, the puppet master. First team captain Jack Lemon, the guild's resident heavy hitter. Second captain Rotor, the loose cannon. And third captain, Cullen, the final piece of this deadly puzzle, planning serious trouble. My mission? Total battlefield domination. Jigu scowled, looking ready to break something. Split them up, break their lines. Water element, liquefy. Time to get wet. We've got the numbers, right? Wrong. Cockiness is a ticket to the grave. Zigu's body melted into a tidal wave. Numbers are cool, but focus or die. Temporary alliance, whatever. One mistake and we're toast. Seong pulled back, letting light arrows pierce the rain. Jack Lemon charged. Glowing steel hit the shield. Boom. The night air literally shattered. Jack Lemon sneered. Flashy welcome, Korea. Great. Why is it always this guy? Steel sang a cold song of death. Trapped by these nobodies. We're stuck. Where's that ranker Kim Jigu hiding? Jack Lemon turned into a purple blur of pure hate. Everything just vanished. Jagun's shield groaned under the pressure. He grunted, trying to absorb that soul-crushing weight. Rock wall, protect me! The ground exploded. Jigun dug his heels in. It was shield versus absolute destruction. Debris was flying everywhere. The barrier was screaming. Teeth gritted, Jigun fought against the insane shock waves. Suddenly, kapow! The earth detonated. Tiong Pai screamed his name. Jun, no! Jack Lemon just laughed. Ambushing me? You're hurting my pride with this trash, little ants. Bring me a real ranker, you losers. Found your ranker. In the dark, a cold blue eye lit up. Pupils locked. Absolute focus. Death was coming. Swords clashed in the rain. Sparks flew everywhere. Jack's jaw literally dropped. Wait, what the hell is this? Zigu's gaze was pure ice. Crimson sprayed into the air. Direct hit. Blood tore through the rain. Skill cannibalism. On. Consuming player Jack Lemon. Egoification failed. Target resistance is too high. Absorption complete though. A literal taste of his soul. He froze. Did he just eat him? Seong Pai gaped. The world stopped spinning. Let the feast begin. Attempting to ego-eyes player Liand. Ego sync failed. Only a fragment of Liand was absorbed. Jigu gasped. Failed? But he got a piece. El spoke up with a smirk. Master, forget that. It doesn't matter now. Jigu walked through the rain toward them. Zun, you okay? Zun groaned. You're late. Zun rasped in pain. My bad, Jigu replied, reaching into a blue vortex. Here, chug this mana potion right now. Dude, seriously, where'd you even find that? Iron's basically whining now, acting like he's not our personal storage unit. Meanwhile, we're all just shivering together in this crazy white downpour. After that metal shitstorm stops, ghost town. Some guy's literally wheezing in pure terror because our captain just got folded in one strike. Nah, you're trippin', he whispers. It's the high ranker, Kim Ju. The dude's eyes are like dinner plates from the shock. He's mean-mugging the guy in front of him while the lights just go out. Why's it so dark? Out of left field, Ren just launches, like total beast mode. He dives down to swallow everyone whole, and crunch, he snaps that guy up in 0 seconds flat. Poof, he's gone. We're all just standing there like idiots watching in horror. Rungi's losing it, screaming, What was that? Is that a legit freak show or what? Is he a homie or a hater? Jigu throws Rangi a trust me wink. Signal received. This wolf is on our side, so put those weapons away and don't attack. Bounce! Right now! Ren's body is glowing like some hydro battery. He's showing off those pearly whites at the mob like they're about to be lunch. The mob is gearing up for a scrap. 2 dudes go full aggro, charging at Ren with pure rage. They're winding up for the final game over move. Boom! A massive explosion literally rocks the muddy ground. Smoke everywhere, hiding his huge body. Then, he howls at the sky as water goes flying everywhere. We all just collectively lost our minds because Ren pulled a Houdini and vanished. Everyone's looking around like, Yo, where the hell did he go? Is that beast finally dead? Psych. Ren's gone full-on Hydro Beast mode, roaring his head off as he charges straight for the crowd. That wolf's jaws snap through the rain, teeth looking like shattered glaciers. Heads up! He's getting way too close. Just start blasting that thing already. Check it, their back door is wide open. Perfect for a pincer move. Or maybe not? Nah, he grunts. Just take a chill pill. If we jump in now, we're just collateral damage. Rain's dripping off my face and I'm shaking. Wait, I think, feeling the total dread kick in. Lemon's body just ghosted like something ate him for a midday snack. Man, this is giving me major flashbacks to that disastrous Guardian raid back then. The rain is stinging my eyes like crazy while I try to see what's ahead. Damn it. Honestly, I can't see a single thing out here. Ren just floods the place, going ham with his water wrath. Someone's shrieking their head off. End it. Put that monster in the ground. Incoming. Watch out for that damage reflect move. Nope, he thinks, watching Ren just standing there in the middle of all the smoky carnage. He's stone cold, probably doing some dark math in his head. Then he finally mumbles, Seriously? Everything is a total blackout. I can't see squat. Suddenly, a blue flash almost takes his head off. Soldiers are scattering like ants in the mud. Rogers is just laughing at the pathetic chaos. One tiny gate break, and these babies are already crying for backup. Then, a bright blue slash just tears through the rainy air. Skulls are flying, but the mindless zombies won't stop flooding in. He's chucking water bombs, blowing those purple shadows to kingdom come. Massive explosions are turning the whole rainy sky white. Gold sparks are hitting some charred arm. This armored knight is just howling in the glowing dust. Seriously? I just set foot in this country and it's already a total low-level dumpster fire. Brunhut's just lurking, then says, Boss's orders. Gotta stall these idiots here. Someone's gasping. Whoa, that guy is way too strong. He's cracked. Plus, that weapon? Total nightmare fuel for us. Rogers is moving so fast he's a blur in the rain, just slicing through the air. Capes flying everywhere. He holds up his staff and this deep blue light starts leaking out. Bam, suddenly, the light snares Rogers. He doesn't even blink. Brunhut's got this cocky smirk while blue mist dances around his fingers. Just one dude and his sword. Rogers just mows them all over, sword on his shoulder and rain dripping off the steel. Cold eyes. Drop it, he sneers. It's futile. Rogers slides past that blue beam, armor shining in the wet. This blue glow hits the city. and the windows are literally shaking from the power. Brunhut let out a nasty groan when that energy hit home. "You absolute moron," Rogers yells, basically calling him out for being stupid. "You really thought I was a pushover, didn't you?" She whips her head around, totally shocked that he's actually popping off like that. "I'm good. Go regroup with the other squads now." She tries to argue, saying it's fine, but Rogers shuts her down. "No way. Look at them. These creeps aren't moving like ordinary monsters." Rogers' eyebrow is twitching. He's about to lose his absolute mind. Someone whispers through the storm, "I've got a bad feeling about this." Through the heavy rain, you can see fallen warriors everywhere on the pavement. Everyone's just paralyzed, staring at the chaotic horizon. "Did you see that blue flash?" Kai mumbles, looking totally spooked. "Wait, was that the Iron Star Guild?" Ronghai says, "Man, those top-tier guilds are playing on a whole different level than us." Zigu's just quiet, his mind racing through a million possibilities. "El Ru? Could it be?" Then she finally answers him. "Spot on, boss," he calls out. "I'm sensing something truly disgusting over there." El drops the bomb. "It's a holy sword." Zigu gasps. "A holy sword!" But there's another energy here, something completely different. Grand Hurt finally pipes up after all that silence. "Boss, the skeleton crew? They've been totally deleted." Zigu's screaming in shock. "Are you for real?" He stares into the dark and finally says something. "Man, they're moving way quicker than I expected." Zigu looks at his buddy and gives the green light to move out. "Ren, let's bounce." A single raindrop hits the ground. Ripples start moving across the cold, wet stone while he hops on Ven's back. He glances back at the group. "I'm heading out to back up the other squad. Heal up, regroup, and meet me at the rendezvous point." And just like that, Zigu and Ren are gone like the wind, left everyone standing there with their mouths open, totally stunned. He's straight up ghosting through the skyline, light trails behind him like neon graffiti, rain's hitting the window depressing as hell, some old suits shaking like a leaf. "How can those corporate goons pull this?" He whines. Then someone actually cool screams, "This is a total freaking scam!" Gate went boom at Sam's Slope. They kicked us to the curb anyway. "Even though it's Big O's turf to fix. I'm not sitting this one out," says the boss man, Jang Manchun. "Those suits never acted like such massive jerks before," someone else adds. Cho Trangan, the blue dragon head, smells something fishy. Whole thing is super sketchy. He's staring into space like a weirdo. Trang Yon looks at an empty seat. "Suku goes missing?" "Yeah, totally sus." Finally, Big Boss Himu Hyung chimes in. "Okay, shut it. We've heard enough crying," he sighs. Now for the head honcho. Han's voice is literally sub-zero. "Well, Li Young, speak up." The guildmaster just sits there, looking like he's ready to bury someone. Sky goes nuclear. Rain's hitting the roof like lead. The wind is basically trying to drown the world in a giant blender. Puddles crawling everywhere like a virus. Then bam! A sword rips through that neon purple vibe. Total madness. Zigu's yelling over the thunder. "Dahan's still alive? They're still brawling in the middle of it." Grunt snaps back. "Must be those crystal cheats. They're going beast mode." He's staring at the bloodbath like he's ready for more. "Nice one. Wait, the freak show army just split. Zoo's losing it. Even with those hacks, they're gonna get wrecked. Killed is eating the second wave for breakfast. I gotta hustle. 2 hours or I'm literal street pizza. We're slapping a 5-star shield on this dump. But don't chill. It's gonna pop soon. Problem 1? This shield costs a fortune. Problem 2? The other guild vultures are definitely gonna crash the party. 3 hours. That's the hard limit. Zero wiggle room. Get it done in 3 hours. Period." The kid just stares, totally ice cold. 2 steps up. 1 hour. Tick's jaw drops looking at him like he's actually lost his marbles. "Say what? You tripping? 2's a statue." Shield drops in exactly 60 minutes. No more. Tis is losing his absolute mind, screaming. "What? You for real right now?" The old guy gives him that, "You're a disappointment" look. Tick's fuming. "That wasn't the plan, Dad. You're breaking the deal. You're moving the goalposts." 2's voice is heavy. "Can't be helped. This whole thing just went off the rails. We're at the dead end." "What the hell are you even saying, Dad?" Tick's shaking. "Even Angela says this is nuts. Why don't you just get in there and throw hands yourself?" Toe shuts him down with one look. Lai is already coming. In person. Tick's just standing there like a loser. 2 barks, "Get Grigori on the phone. Now." Titch says nothing, just death staring. Tigu's done being nice. No more talking. Time to rumble. Boom! The whole street just eats dirt. Asphalt flying like crazy. Metal hits light, cuts right through the rain. Clang! The sword gets stuck in a neon blue shield. Sparks everywhere. Someone grabs the blade barehanded. Boss move. Blue lightning is zapping the sword. The big dude growls and just launches himself. Giant fist hits the blade. Whap! That punch was insanely fast. Like supersonic. Kid's eyes are huge. He barely ducks. A blade of water almost clips him from behind. "Close one!" Blondie spins, ready for round 2. 3 swords swing together, and whoosh, the whole front line is just gone. This one guy runs right into the chaos. Swords looking all shiny. Yo, you still alive? He's all chill about it. The other guy's breathing hard. Yo, Vice Master, heads up. It's about to get real ugly. One group was already a pain, but now there's like a billion of them. Fantastic. Yeah, 'cause we weren't already dying, the guy mumbles. He wipes rain off his face and holds back a swear word. He stares out, eyes like fire. The big boss is the one really taking the heat, though. Suku dives into the mess, eyes like lasers. His blade slices through the purple bad guys in one clean white line. Rotor growls, "Back off, Cullen. This scrub's mine." She rolls her eyes. Always the hero, always failing. Lame. Like, how many times you gonna screw this up? Hits like a truck. Pushes the guy back with a flash. Suku's like, wow, these losers actually know how to play together. 2 guys jump him, making Suku back up. He stomps hard. Boom, ice spikes everywhere. Suku's vibe just goes nuclear. Frost shoots up like a reverse waterfall. A giant ice sword shreds the road. Absolute savagery. Cold snap coming through. This dude literally flicks his wrist and sends ice daggers flying into the downpour. Suku locks in. First up is Cullen. No flash, just pure speed, honestly. Her reflexes are a total vibe killer. Ground's useless. She reads me like a cheap book. Solo, no problem. But Rotor, man, that guy's a massive drag. Arms an ice cube. Rotor's already whining so embarrassing. Cullen, save me, he cries. She just snaps at him. Quit being a dumbass, she barks. Meanwhile, the rain's absolutely dumping, turning everything into a straight-up swamp. Rotor's stuck, legs trapped in a deep freeze. Cullen dives in and smashes that ice like it's nothing. Metal flashes. Boom. One hit and his frozen shins shatter like a dropped phone screen. Someone's limping through the mess, leaving a trail of red. Then bam, he hits, and purple blood splashes everywhere. He hits the deck, blood washing away in the storm. But wait, Rotor's legs are literally sprouting back. He zips through the mist. Relax, he laughs. My healing factor makes your hits look pathetic. Suku's fuming. The power diff is just stupid. My bad. I should have just ended this guy when I had the chance. He's the weak link, but man, he's a tank. He eats damage so Cullen can go ham. Need to divide and conquer. 10 cuts. 10! And he's still standing. Then thunder cracks the sky like it's personal. Cullen's looking around, sensing a new vibe. Rotor, watch it. Someone's coming. Then she freezes. What the hell is that? Suku conjures a huge frost pike right through the rain. He's moving fast, blades clicking against the wet asphalt. He's a total blur, surfing a wave of ice. Perfectly lands right at their backs. Cullen spins around, completely losing it. No way. Then Zoo shows up, flexing those new legendary boots. Speed mode on. I'm basically glitching the Matrix right now, he thinks to himself. Lou's dark arts really paid off with this haste skill. It's better than a teleport, honestly. That jump distance? It's pure, unfiltered insanity. Don't bother clapping, he whispers behind them. She turns around, just staring like she's seen a ghost. Who even is this? Cullen finally chokes out. She can't even see where he's going. Too quick. Since when did Korea have another pro like this? Rotor flinches, feeling the bad vibes. Freak out mode on. Deep cuts just start appearing all over him. Like what even? Rotor's just staring, jaw on the floor. There's a fresh cut on his cheek, blood starting to drip. His body just blows up. Cullen's watching the horror show as red rain stains the whole street. He glares at the kid. Cute, Rotor sneers. Another little punk. Go ahead, give it your best shot. Paper cuts won't stop me. Jigu just smirks. Rotor, Captain, healing factor, right? Did I say that right? Oops. Still working on my English, guys. My bad. Yo, Rotor, your healing is officially cancelled. A light glows from his chest. Get wrecked, loser. My gear's got perks, too. Wound amp. It kills your healing and makes every scratch feel like a chainsaw. Blood's pouring down his legs like a broken pipe. It's mixing with the rain, making one nasty red puddle. Jigu steps up, staring them down. The rain is just punishing everyone at this point. Suku sees him and finally exhales. About time. Cullen? She's just standing there like her brain glitched. She's totally shook. Did this kid really just delete Rotor's healing? No way. That's not some basic skill. They're just staring at Jigu while the rain bangs on the ground. Rotor's eyes bulge, and he gets this creepy grin. Hold on. You're a unique user too? Jigu just smirks, those 2 colored eyes glowing. Rotor throws his head back and howls like a maniac. How many years has it been since I actually bled? He looks at his shaking hand, mesmerized by his own blood. Okay, I'll give you this. Our synchronization is totally trash right now. Seems like your special move actually caught me slipping, huh? He balls his fist and starts growling. His eyes go red, and he's literally baring teeth like a dog. You thought I didn't have a plan B? Jigu definitely felt a shiver on that one. Rain's hitting his armor like a drum. Then roar, berserker mode. His legs are suddenly massive. His whole upper body starts warping, veins popping everywhere. He's a straight-up giant now. Huge sword in hand, the transformation is done. His cuts just close up instantly. This guy's got Titan energy now. The girls are screaming, "Look out! He's way too strong!" Before anyone can even blink, this massive crater rips through the concrete under his heavy boot. The whole street catches a seizure, tossing trash and rubble into the nasty, rain-soaked sky. Rotor just vanishes. The asphalt where he stood basically shreds like paper. One heartbeat later, he's looming over Jigu like a literal sleep paralysis demon. Even our main boy is caught off guard by that insane, explosive burst. Rotor starts licking his lips like a creep, acting way too cocky. With this form, we're finally playing on the same level. Nice try, you little punk. His blade screams through the air, aimed right for Zigu's shocked face. It is inches away. Total, unhinged destruction is about to land. The blast deletes the ground, sending a tidal wave of dust and boulders flying into everyone's business. Cut to a nearby window overlooking the whole massacre. The shock wave is so extra it actually nukes the reinforced glass into dust. Random bystanders are just staring at the mess, gasping in total, horrified disbelief. This is actually insane. Even in this downpour, the dust cloud is thick enough to choke on. Cullen stays chill and calculating. This fight is definitely turning around now. She sees that blood-red glow, the berserker mode. He finally let the beast out of the cage, she whispers, totally hyped. It is a forbidden hack that trades all health stats for raw power, turning leftover energy into a temporary, world-ending nuke. Cullen tries to look tough, but deep down, she's actually low-key terrified. She never thought he'd risk that move again, considering the deadly, permanent side effects. Suddenly, a creepy voice from behind makes her jump. "Where are you looking, girl?" Just like that window, the ice block cracks, revealing a dark, scary shadow hiding inside. Bam! The massive ice cage just pops into a billion shards right in front of Cullen's wide eyes. Suku is back, standing tall and untouchable in the wreckage. He smirks. "Don't count me out yet. Dropping your guard? Huge mistake."